13 months let's so chat hassle. And still no communist revolution. Kind of strange. Hi chat, you looking cute today. Yay, hi chat. Was terrible. Let's go. Months with has, double exclamation mark, double exclamation mark, double exclamation mark, double exclamation mark. Looking cute today chat, peepo kiss. It's time.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from kind of gloomy California, Los Angeles, folks. We are live and alive, and I hope all the boys, hope all the girls, and I hope all the NBs are having a fantastic one, because it is a beautiful day today. It's 60 degrees and cloudy here in California. It's a Wednesday, January 19th, 2021, and god damn, dude. Many people keep saying, Hasan, you've peaked. Have you peaked? Have you peaked? I mean, you can't keep making the absolute fucking bangers. You can't keep making hits. Who do you think you are? Even Kanye has a bad album here and there. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be better than Kanye at doing political commentary and Twitch broadcasting. Right? And to that, I answer you, I have not peaked yet. But after today, I might have. Now, this is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news. Thank you, Themasius, for the fat playlist. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news. Or I tell you what's going on in my life. And not much is going on in my life personally. Wait, hold on one second. Holy shit, our first guest is here already. God damn. Vaping the fattest of clouds. Holy fuck. Okay. Anyway. So many have asked, have I fucking peaked, dude? Have I fucking peaked on the content side? And the answer to all of you is no. Felix, don't forget to take your shoes off. And the reason why I say I've yet to peak is because today we're going to have an insane fucking show. Okay? We're going to have an insane show. It's going to be bananas. It's going to be crazy. An absolute slapper of a show. First and foremost, we obviously have the esteemed guest, Felix Biederman, joining me right now. This is a big, some might say the biggest. Hold on. Let me. So I have another mic for you, but I don't think it works.
That's flex.
Fuck. No. I mean, this is like a working microphone, but I don't think it like, I have a one, hold on.
I would have brought my SM7.
I mean, that's a working one. It's just that, like, I don't think it works, like, because the cloud amp that it's connected to the Go XLR here, I don't think that works. So this is what we got going. Which is fine. I mean,
We're okay.
I mean, here, if I...
Okay. All right.
No, you can't hear from that.
Nothing?
It's
Okay.
coming
Okay.
Here, this is how you figure out.
Damn. This is like the first few Felix streams. This is like 2018.
Yeah,
I was like doing off like internal mic. I would have brought mine. I don't have like,
look,
mine isn't custom.
20 months already, goddamn.
It's not picking anything up.
That's life.
So
That's really life.
we're just gonna use this one. We're just gonna use one
That's
microphone.
okay.
We're gonna share it, but
That's
it's
okay.
better.
That's how the first first 5 in-person Chapos were recorded off one Blue Yeti.
Really?
And still.
11 months.
Well, your last
That's
episode of
from
Chapo,
Kansas.
where I guess
That's
Chris
not
was
my
not
fault.
able to. Bro, you were straight Sith Lording it.
Okay, I can explain what happened. Okay, so Chris isn't there, right?
Go ahead, explain yourself.
Okay. Chris was not there.
18 months of
We
watching
were all
beginnings
trying to
done
figure
on
out
chat
a
and
fucking Zoom recorder. For anyone out there who knows podcasts, we're trying to figure out the Zoom recorder. It went on one track. You couldn't like do the mix to it. We have a great like secondary producer we're doing because Nick, he did This Is Sus. He did the thing me and Matt did all that. He's a great producer. We fucked up though. It was one track. Usually you send 3 tracks. There were 3 of us. if there are 3 tracks, you can clean mine up.
Yeah.
That's why I was...
Cut out all the smoke, the vaping. What is that?
What?
What is that in your hand?
This is the best coffee thermos you can get. I don't know what it's called, but I looked up best coffee thermos, and I needed to buy stocking stuffers for my family for Christmas, and I was like, why don't I get one? Because I stopped drinking pre-workout. And I just drink coffee on the way to the gym.
Weak.
What? No, it's not. It's actually alpha. The strongest I ever was, I was not drinking pre-workout. When I was doing like 250.
It looks like a
squats.
Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty this is like a sweet green ass thing. This is like a creative director's thermos, but I like it.
Yeah.
I recommend.
What is the top? What's the logo on it?
It's like a little bow tie.
Little circle with a bow tie on it.
It's the Vice Lord symbol.
Okay, I
I
like
like it though.
I like it too. I destroy the environment because I drink an espresso, which is, as you've also correctly pointed out, the most the best experience for quick coffee.
I bought one.
There's nothing that comes in near it. You know who got me one? Twitch got me one. So I've been using that. I
guess Patreon's been pretty nice to us where they never got us an espresso. I got one before my trip, and I was like, when I got to the Airbnb, I almost for 4 hours I was like, what if I just buy one for the trip and I bring it back with me? Then I'd have 2, and that's too wasteful even for me, so I didn't do it. But it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back to a shitty drip coffee maker.
Nespresso is better than my $500 espresso machine. Not gonna lie, yeah, dude. It's the child slavery that they use in all of the other, in all of their other Nestle products that just make the Nespresso so much better. I don't know how.
I
love people saying you're rich, just get an espresso machine. Yeah, but also, time is money.
Fucking, dude, I can barely figure out the drip coffee maker. I mean, I can figure it out, but it's not going well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do an espresso machine. And it's going to be like a controlled demolition of my building. People will be doing conspiracy theories about how when I tried to use an espresso machine, I collapsed. Building 7'd my building.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. You're not making me go out like that.
Exactly. I do not have any fucking way of figuring out all this stuff. I fill my brain with so much unnecessary information about the minutia of my chatters. Yeah. People that post in my chat. If you post regularly in my chat, I've already eliminated Stinky19. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Holy shit. I've already eliminated important information from my childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My first kiss gone. Why? Because I've uploaded data about, one of the fucking dumbasses in here that posts regularly, and it's funny. So I don't have any space in there for how to fucking do a drip machine or whatever.
No,
or
I mean,
espresso.
You can do a drip machine. I've been doing a drip machine every day, but it's the shittiest one in existence. It just makes me sad. But I have the same. I remember all of Dan Quinn's friends. I don't even talk about Dan Quinn on the show anymore, but I know all the secondary characters in the Dan Quinn Demonius X universe. When I did Fighting in the Age of Loneliness, I wrote that all from memory. I fact-checked it, and I got it fact-checked by other people at SB Nation. That's all from memory. But that means I will never know how to use an actual espresso machine.
Yeah.
That's fun.
For the record, dude. Yeah, we got legend. We got the greatest, probably the greatest political commentator of all time, I would say.
Yeah.
Many are saying what is going to happen today is similar to a Buckley v. What was it?
Vidal.
Vidal Buckley 2.0, but role reversal. We're the straight guys in that situation.
So we're Buckley, he's Vidal.
Yeah.
And Vidal was a deadly wit. He really was.
Yeah.
And I think Vidal was a little bit of a performer. I've been a fan of Christian ever since Ben Morris. Shout out Seeking Derangements.
You're wearing his merch right now.
I am. Clinton Crime Foundation.
Which I asked him to give me one, and he was like, I don't have any. He was selling his last XL, and I was like, let me get one, and he's like, no.
He's leaving money on the table.
Yeah, that exactly.
Saddest thing. But
He's doing it for the art. What do you want from Starbucks? Oh yeah, Christian Walker. For those of you who don't know, is Herschel Walker's son, but he's also one of the greatest. He's a content god. Okay. Yeah. One thing that the conservative movement has deeply missed out on is a poster with swag, and Christian Walker is filling that void in a big way. We're gonna have him come over in a little bit. He's gonna be here in like a couple hours, and he's gonna be bringing us Starbucks as well. And I told him, I texted him what my Starbucks order was. What
he made fun of mine.
Yeah, he said, I have to bring Starbucks to give you on stream. What do you want? I said, I just drink straight black cold brew. And I said, like, Felix wants a flat white. What the fuck is a flat white?
Flat white's good. It's from New Zealand. It's just like a latte. I don't really know how it's different, but I just like last time I had one, I was like, this is fun. I don't know, man. Like all the Kiwis in chat. And I assume you guys are like 18 hours ahead. These are the Kiwis working the graveyard shift. But you know what I'm talking about. It's not that it's fancy. It's just from another country. I just know it. My friend told me about it.
I don't know what a flat white is. I just don't really drink Starbucks. I just drink
Me neither.
Coffee at home. And it's always just like cold black. Well, I do fuck with this. So this is a toasted coconut premium cold brew from Baton. I like it. It's got like, it's 0 calories still, but it's got a coconut flavor to it. I feel like this dude is gonna dox you. No, he's not gonna fucking dox me, dude. I was a little worried about that too. I was like, dude, please don't share my address.
I had a lot of those. Last time I was here, I was in like a hotel for 2 weeks, and it wasn't an espresso. It was like a non-standard Nespresso where you couldn't buy your own pods. I went to 5 different grocery stores looking for them. I even went to Erewhon. They didn't even have them. If they don't have them, you can't get them. Erewhon, for people who are not familiar with the Los Angeles area.
Oh God.
Erewhon's like the best and worst grocery store in the world.
I think it's absolutely the worst place on the planet. I hate it.
I like it.
The reason why I hate Erewhon is because there was back before I started on Twitch and followed the hikikomori path. I used to be a sex haver, not to flex. I used to be a haver of sex, right?
Everyone's been in the game.
Yeah, and back when I was a sex haver, there was this girl I was hooking up with who was like really into fucking crystals, like really, really like before this shit popped off on TikTok. I'm talking like 5-6 years ago. This girl was like already all over the crystals. She had changed every handle in her apartment to crystals. She wanted to touch crystals all the time.
Was it working for her though?
I mean, she was no. Girls like that are always sick, like always deathly ill. But also
think how fucked up they'd be without the crystals though.
It's true. You can't deny. You know what? I can't argue against that. You're right. So this girl would take me to Erewhon, and I was just like, I didn't understand the good food there, like the fucking buffalo cauliflower or whatever. Like that stuff slaps, but you could get that anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
Hassle.
You can get that anywhere. Whereas like all the fancy shit that you get, like bottled potions, like it's like the alchemy. It's like you're going to the apothecary to fucking make like these weird mixtures of like weird things that they sell only at Erewhon.
I want McDonald's.
And you put all of those mixtures together, and then
Well, like I think
you become healthy.
But there's a middle ground, right? Like, I'm not really into the potions. Sometimes I like a potion. I had a long day the other day. I only slept like 3 hours, and I did buy a potion there, and it did help. I was able to do more work.
Do not put the G1 on me.
The thing I like about Erewhon is I just get the Erewhon equivalents of stuff I'll get at a normal grocery store. So it's like, instead of like regular soda, I'm getting soda that costs $37. I'm getting baked goods that cost $17. Erewhon's great because there's no pretense of it. Like, Whole Foods is at least like under the pretense that it's like a normal grocery store, even though everything's like at least 50% more expensive. But Erewhon, it's like, if you want to buy AA batteries at Erewhon, they're like $37. Like it's just like for not for anyone who ever like has to look at their bank account, and it's just totally, it's the most antagonistic grocery store on earth.
It does not.
And that's
taste
why
better.
I like it.
It does not taste better. It doesn't. He's right. It's a hostile environment. You walk in and like it just feels like everyone's upset at you for, I mean, they got their own shit going on, so they're angry, but they're also passive aggressively over the top nice in the most California way possible. But you can sense the hostility in the air, especially if you're like, you know, God forbid you like ask one of the other customers that's there what this fucking potion is going to cure specifically. It just, I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, okay. Like, maybe for you that's a problem.
You like that?
Well, for some of us, our entire lives, half the people that met us instantly hated us.
Hey Felix, thoughts on
And
the
so
new
it's just,
EGC
Erewhon, that's
Slur
just
roster?
another day. This is another day of that. Of half the people in there just being mad at you for some reason. But the cookies, the brownies, amazing. The seltzer,
I've never had that. I've
great.
only had like, oh, the rice balls, dude. Have you ever had the rice balls?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that shit is really good. Yeah, rice balls are actually probably one of the better things that they make. But like I said, it's like you won't have Madison Cawthorn, who is hot on stream, but you will have Christian Walker, who looks 35 and 14 at the same time, has demon eyes.
Wrong.
This is hot people
Wrong.
phobia, worst form of bigotry. No one talks about it. Says
He's man, if you think fucking Madison Cawthorn is hot, move to Barrington, Illinois. Move to Elgin, move to Crystal Lake. You will be coming all the time. You'll have to line the inside of your pants with garbage bags because of the pre-cum leaking on your cock.
He is every
if you think
average
that
white guy.
Mid-ass guy is hot.
Yeah,
you think that's every Naperville. Go to Naperville. It's
Yes.
like Magic City for you.
It's my favorite. Yeah, Naperville. Shouts out to Naperville. Like every dude that fucking played lacrosse, every dude that every dude that played lacrosse in the Northeast is that guy, okay? There's so many of them. Like any fraternity you go to at a state school or a private school is going to have just a million Madison Cawthorns. But there's only one Christian Walker. Anyway,
Literally.
this is, normally I would just like give you guys personal news, but there's not really much to talk about. I just shot a podcast earlier with Will, and I'm here getting set up all morning. So I'm just going to fucking blast off. We're tweeting it. Does anyone have a good meme for this? Do you have a good meme for this bonanza today or no? I don't know. Daycare's open. Okay.
It's like this is too marginal.
Felix is already here and we're covering the news before.
The only thing I could, no one's gonna get this. I was gonna say like Pete's Coffee is closed because that's like the liberal coffee shop, and Starbucks is open. Starbucks is conservative now, but no one's gonna get. Only like real coffee heads are gonna get that.
Only
shit.
real coffee heads.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
dude, that's fire. I like that.
Are you afraid Christian Walker's energy would completely destroy your nascent and ramshackle studio? I'd be afraid of that. Yes, he does have powerful vibes, and I am a little worried.
Bowl in a china shop.
Would you ask Felix how living in Chicago radicalized them? No. Okay.
All right. Okay.
No, don't answer that.
All right,
we gotta, because we have to do like, we have to fucking cover a little bit of news at least.
Yeah,
or,
no, we do.
Or I'm going to, there's a lot of people in here that like, unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, but mostly unfortunately, see me as like their primary news source. They fucking lose their minds if I don't cover the news. Like they actually, there's like homies in here that track my pee schedule, like how many seconds I spend peeing. Like I got 30,000 to 50,000 micromanagers on any given day.
No, that's the only trouble I was streaming is like people start doing that, and like I'm only doing like 3 hours a week of podcasts. They're still like, you were vaping more than usual this episode.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's because I'm on like very low nicotine.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it more.
There's a HuffPo guy that already like saw that I was gonna have Christian Walker on and like tweeted about it. So I'm a little worried, but he's a good HuffPo guy. He's not a bad HuffPo guy.
I don't see how you could like get in trouble for this. I know famous last words, but I'm saying like this isn't 2017 anymore, where people are like, you can't platform Weird Al because he made the song fat instead of Ed. You can't platform people. No one's using that word anymore.
That's what you think, bro. That's what you think.
Well, I don't see it anymore, so it doesn't
Anyway,
exist.
we'll see what happens. Okay, so hold on. Daycare's open. Biologic's already here. We're covering the news before.
I saw you almost tag
I'm
Felix
an
from
elf frog
Chapo.
now.
That'd be a disaster.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't know who that is. We don't know who that is.
My
I've
boy.
never also heard Come Town is a podcast, I think, but I've never heard of it. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? How can I? I think Christian Walker is like shadow banned or something, because like it's hard to tag him. It's hard to tag him. I'm shadow. I got the sex worker shadow ban on Instagram. Yeah,
I do. Yeah, you still show up on mine, but I think that's like
no. But like if you type.
Oh yeah.
If you write my name out, you literally have to write Hasan D. Piker, like my entire username, to its fullest. And even then, I'm like the 5th that comes up. Like I got like fan accounts that pop up before me.
That's
on the search bar,
fucked.
Which is pretty funny. You posted ISIS on your story. Yeah, it's because I posted a photo of ISIS.
I do. I get shit like that. On Twitter, I used to be shadow banned like a lot. And I didn't care because it's like people are gonna find you anyway. I was like shadow banned, like it would be like 2 months off, 2 months on, and it's like whatever. I think after you're set, kind of like after you got your thing, I think Twitter is like you either have to make it completely promotional and like never hang out there, or make it only hang out. Like I'm only hanging out there, so I didn't care, and now I'm unshadow banned. I had Ann Applebaum followed me a few months ago.
I don't know who that is.
Ann Applebaum is like, she writes like, the Russia's invading us type shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We can talk about that today as well if you want. We can talk about okay, here it is, guys. Here's the fucking tweet. Blast this off, retweet it. Let everybody on your timeline know. Stavros is not here right now. I think he's in.
No, yeah. Stav's on business.
Yeah.
Remember when former Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin pardoned that murderer and child rapist on his way out? The murderer
that was
pardoned
crazy.
for a 19-year sentence after his family did a fundraiser for the Gov, but got new charges and 42-year sentence.
What?
R.I.P.
I don't even know what that is, but we can take a look at it.
No, I remember this. I
don't know what this is.
Hey, yo.
Felix is the Madison Cawthorn of unoccupied anarchist zones, looking like a guy who goes to ink coffee before his morning capitalism protest. Damn, you just got.
What's ink coffee?
I don't even know, but the fact that he knows that means that he's, he is the person he's making fun of.
Felix.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what you just said, pal. You're like, oh, I'm on Hinge and I match with all these Warren voters. Yeah, you're on Hinge. I don't even know what ink coffee is. I'll admit, I do some TMC stuff, but I don't even know any of the shit he just said.
I don't either. Here it is, by the way. This is the post. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. Thank you guys for making this. Why do you hate Nick Mullen? I don't know who Nick Mullen is. Who's Nick Mullen? I've never heard of the Come Town podcast. I don't know who Nick Mullen is. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway.
I think I'm going to download Hinge. Just kidding.
Sussy.
Oh, Biden is going to be doing his first press conferences November 1st.
Let's go.
To talk about his presidency, and we'll probably be sleeper, but we'll be good to react with Christian as well. So we can do a Let's Go Brandon special with Christian here finally, where we can come out and
it's Brandon this shit.
This is gonna be the most Let's Go Brandon episode of this broadcast. Okay, just get excited.
What if like this is the time though they got like. They're like, we made Vyvanse 2, only Joe gets it. We made like we made Dexy's even better. And Joe's just boom, boom, boom. He's like,
he's on it.
Do you remember Look Fat?
Oh yeah, Listen Fat. Yeah, he's just doing Listen Fat.
Yeah.
Dude, if he did Listen Fat from this day on, every single fucking day, for until the midterms, there would be a supermajority for the Democratic Party.
Legit.
He would win. He would win every election. His approval rating would be like 75%. Everyone would love him. Anyone who hates him, he could just like sass it up.
Yeah. But he's just like, he's on his own timing. God's got his own plan. But, okay, you see the Gary Chambers, dude, is running for governor of Louisiana. He's cool. And he did a campaign ad where
the smoking weed one. Yeah,
he put a real 3.5 in a backwoods. And that's like, I was like, this is the first like actually believably normal thing I've seen a politician do. I was trying to think of the last, and someone said it was Look Fat. Yeah. And those are the two most normal things I've seen anyone do.
Wait, so Gary Chambers,
Black people.
37 seconds. This is awesome.
Is Gary Chambers also the same person? Someone was saying that he was the one who like went viral for yelling at like a school board meeting where he was like popping off about like like a Confederate named a school or something. Is this the same dude?
It might have been a different guy. Let me check.
I don't want to be racist and be like, oh, this is a big black dude. Like it's the same one. But I saw some people post about
No, that was good. It was Gary Chambers. Yes.
Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is. East Baton Rouge. East Baton Rouge school board members get told off by citizen Gary Chambers in powerful speech. Yeah, this dude is popping off. I mean, this was cool. I know that like it's cool to say, oh man, these school board meetings, they're fucking terrible, blah blah blah. Like if you go to that, you're a bad person. But he had a good speech on that one.
I think like in spirit, they're a nice idea, right? That like parents should be involved in learning, but it's just like I think some are probably constructive, but others are just like it's a way for people who just love the news too much to yell.
Also, we've already talked about this a bunch of times, but like America needs bigger boys. Okay,
Yeah.
we need big, thick, beautiful boys to run for positions of power.
Yes.
Because that's who we are as a country. Okay, like you need someone. Like why is Donald Trump so successful? Why is he so
He's
popular?
big.
Because well, one, yes, he is a big boy. Okay, but the other reason why he's so popular and so successful is because like that's exactly how every person sees themselves as. Like they would be exactly like Donald Trump if they had that kind of money. They would be just as sassy, just as media obsessed, just as like painfully a loser like Donald Trump is, yet still succeeding. So that's what we need. That's what we need on the Democratic side as well. That's what we need more of.
JB successful.
JB Pritzker, perfect example.
Because I mean JB, like people think I'm like being mean when I say this. I think
Heard
JB
it here first, folks.
could be great.
Descending
Like
to
if
the
he
big
had a
evil
good
boys to
team
have
behind
power
him,
over him.
which I don't know that he doesn't, but like
Are you saying he'd be the first good billionaire?
oh yeah, I mean like, FDR started as a deficit hawk, I will say that. But like JB, if we're just doing pure electoral horse race stuff, right? JB has two things that most Democrats aren't. And this sounds like I'm criticizing him, but I really think it's like a positive. He's fat and he's not that smart. And that like there aren't enough Democrats like that. Because like JB, when he said the trans bathrooms thing, it was like, damn, he said that in the dumbest way possible, but it shows his heart's in the right place.
Oh yeah,
Which
what
I
was
think
it? What was
is
it? We
like-
should go to the wrong bathrooms
Yeah,
today.
we should go in the opposite gendered bathrooms today to
Wait,
protest.
what was it?
Trump's
Hold
thing.
on, let me
JB
find it real
Pritzker,
quick.
Trans bathrooms.
It is one of the greatest political moments of all time.
Yeah, this is awesome. Like, dude, he snapped. And all these people are like, no, that's like not what we want. And he's like,
As a protest against Trump's rescinding protections for trans kids, everyone should use the other gender's bathroom today. Hashtag pretend trans kids. You know what I love about that? He didn't delete it.
no,
That's so
stood
bold.
on his word. And then he was not being literal.
But I think today and every day we should be standing up for all our kids.
He's all because this is perfect because it's like he doesn't really know what to do, but he's still like, hey, my heart's in the right place. It is. His heart's completely in the right fucking place. And he's a big boy. That's awesome. We just need more Democrats like that. Like, what the fuck?
This was JB Pritzker's like at least 3 moment. You know when the Mac attack, when like that fucking dumbass like Republican op, like college campus Republican Turning Point USA agent of chaos approached our beautiful Mac.
Yeah.
And he came up to him and said, "How many genders are there, Joe Biden?" And he said, "At least 3."
Yeah, Steven Crowder Jr. was trying to like get Mac in a gotcha, and it's like Joe Biden probably like gained voters from that moment.
Yeah, he fucking destroyed them
Yeah.
in the best way possible because it's like
yeah, at least
he
3.
doesn't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I would not know how to answer
I
that
would not know
question.
how to answer that question. And he did a great job with that. He didn't do the annoying like academic, well, actually, technically, when we're thinking about a gender as a social construct, he's like, I don't know. At least 3.
Because
Boom.
that is like, okay, if the president's gonna answer that question, it's like it should just be like, I don't like at least 3, but like do what you got to do. I'm gonna talk about whatever he was talking about at that time, which I think was like how he was friends with Strom Thurmond. He was doing that at that stage in the campaign.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But,
that was important for everyone to know that he like loves Strom Thurmond.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why he did that, but like JB, same thing.
Important coalition of voters that remember who Strom Thurmond is that are gonna vote for the Democrat there.
I mean, that's a lot of the people that voted for him in South Carolina were like old white guys who like that. But
it's true.
Gary Chambers, he's not like JB. Like, he's not stupid. He's direct, you know? He's like great at yelling. He's big. He's like, what is he, like 6'3", right?
Who? Gary Chambers is 6'3"? I did not know that.
Let's see. I think he is. Someone told me that. But
wait, let's see. But this is very important. This is very, very important.
Gary
How
Chambers,
tall is Gary Chambers? Okay, they have his biography. Wow, they don't even have his
85. Yeah,
they don't even have his fucking height, dude. That's whack. Okay.
All right, we're gonna have to figure it out. From the video.
I need to know how tall a politician is before voting for them. Like,
maybe that's under religion. His religion's 6'3".
Everyone talks about like the small-brained American voter says, I want to vote for a guy that I can have a beer with. I'm like, I want to vote for a guy that, you know, will be able to be a strong center.
Yeah.
Like, especially in a game of pickup basketball, we're talking about it where the average height is still like, 5'7" or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I want a guy who's at least like 6 foot plus, who can play the power forward or a strong center, depending on who we're playing basketball with. That's what I need. That's why I'm a Fetterman fan. Don't really care about his politics at all.
Right.
Just
politics is over.
Yeah. Just only care about the fact that he looks like a wrestling villain and also is like 6'11" or something.
Politics is over. All they're voting on is like non-binding resolutions where they're like, was January 6th good or bad? I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, how tall are they though? I do care. I was cheated out of being 6'4" by smoking when I was 13. I'm convinced of that. I would be.
How tall is your brother?
He's actually did he do that? I don't know. I don't want to get him in trouble by being like, Sam smoked when he was 15. My brother's like 5'11". He's gonna get fired from his job. They'll be like, we didn't know you smoked when you were in high school.
Yeah, you're fired, sir.
You're out of here, pal.
Yeah. That's liberal cancel culture. Okay, so let's watch this ad real quick where he just lights.
This is a real 3.5.
Someone is arrested for possession of marijuana. Since 2010, state and local police have arrested an estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating marijuana laws, over half of all drug arrests. Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people. States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year. Most of the people police are arresting aren't dealers, but rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
I mean, this is extremely swagged out.
Direct ad. Like, it's cool he's smoking a 3.5, like a real one. But just like the directness of this, where it's like, think of all the shitty Democrat ads where they're trying to do 7 different things. This is very like LBJ, like Daisy ad.
I don't know. Is America ready for someone who's not immediately a veteran and also like I didn't get a lot of like I didn't get a lot of overhead drone shots of like 14-year-old Afghan children being sprayed with Hellfire missiles. So I can't tell if he's patriotic or not enough to be able to lose to Mitch McConnell by like 1 million fucking votes.
She got it back though. You have to admit that.
People voted illegally in Kentucky specifically against
Amy
McGrath, just the biggest loser of all time.
Don't you think it's funny how Jamie Harrison kind of did the same thing, and he like he raised an absurd amount of money and like got stomped by Lindsey. Yeah. No one even likes Lindsey Graham. Like, none of Lindsey Graham's voters
Ted Cruz is a great example of this, too. Like, Ted Cruz, nobody fucking likes Ted Cruz.
Nah, Ted Cruz does have a constituency, though. Ted Cruz rode the Tea Party wave. There are, like, strong Ted Cruz supporters. He didn't, like, it wasn't down to him and Trump for no reason. He was never going to beat Trump, but he's always had his supporters. They're annoying, and, like, if you go back to the Republican primary, one of the reasons Ted Cruz actually lost Hawaii was his supporters were too annoying and like annoyed everyone in Hawaii by canvassing at like 9 p.m. But like, you know, no one likes Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham did not ride the Tea Party wave. He switched up too many times.
You know why nobody likes Lindsey Graham? And this is going to be kind of a repeat of what I was talking about yesterday. But Lindsey Graham is like Dan Crenshaw.
Yes.
Like, I noticed something yesterday when I was looking at the Dan Crenshaw got owned by like a 10-year-old who we then found out was like actually an 18-year-old because like he had the audacity to say Jesus Christ is a mythological character and not a real figure, which is, you know, he is like a Democrat.
Yeah, no.
He tells you like, I can't do the things that you want me to. Like, I am not a dictator. And nobody likes that pussy shit.
No.
Okay? Just lie.
That's why people like Lauren Boebert, because she's like, you know, what did Kanye said? He said like, aim for the stars, you can land on the moon. Because her thing is like, oh, we're going to do QAnon. Like, we're going to arrest Tom Hanks. Yeah. Obviously, like, she's not going to do it, but she will like land on the moon, and landing on the moon is taking your Glock to Congress and making everyone uncomfortable. Lindsey Graham is like, he is the swamp creature. And like all like the reason he, you know, stuck around so long is because he's so good at switching up. And it's like anyone, look, in that year, in 2020, someone should have been able to beat him. But all Jamie Harrison cared about is raising all that fucking money. And that's why he's head of the DNC now, because that's the main thing they do.
The main thing they do is lose and then raise money. Someone said Pop Smoke said it.
No, there's a Kanye also said it.
Shoot for the stars and reach for the moon, famously coined.
No, I've heard him say that. Is
this like a Wayne Gretzky moment where it's like Wayne Gretzky's quote, but like as restated by Kanye West?
I've like literally heard him say that. I'm not gonna get like no one's getting me for this. You can get me for all types of shit.
If you fall, you land on a cloud is the quote.
All right, well, cloud, fucking moon, it's the same thing.
Fucking
it's the
Kanye
same
fans,
idea.
It's just like, just stop. Oh, I'm glad that you guys are correct, okay?
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
You fucking killed it.
Are you happy? Are you happy, guys? I'm going to the bathroom.
You're upsetting his delicate constitution.
Are you happy?
Okay.
I'm going to the bathroom to shoot up branch chain amino acids. To come back because of how upset I am.
Okay. Anyway, we'll look at the rest of this. But anyway, listen, guys. Today we're gonna cover obviously a bunch of other news as well before Christian Walker gets here. If you aim for the wall, you might as well miss and hit the toilet, Felix. Okay, don't give him that advice because he's still pooping in my toilet. Actually, 100 gex quote. Christian Walker being on the stream is my Super Bowl. Yeah, don't. I want it to be known that I serve my gays, okay, harder than anyone else. This is a gays only, no straights fucking broadcast today, okay? There is, like, many people will turn around and say, why the fuck did you have Christian Walker on? That makes no sense, okay? But for a very specific subsect of the extremely online population, where 100% of those people are queer, this is very, very important. Okay, this is a very important, you know, world's fucking clash moment. Anyway, if you're gonna serve the gays and play Minecraft with Dream, are you gonna let him see chat? Of course, I can't hide chat from him. He will see it. He will see everything. So yeah, this is a gays only event. Anyway, so I'm straight. Do I have to leave? No, dude, shut up. It's a joke. Jesus Christ, man. Holy fuck. Okay, so let's watch the Gary Chambers ad real quick. Well, not. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, no, this was sick too. This was awesome. I forgot about this. Yeah, this is sick.
it for Gary. You already know you got to run to the polls. You got to cast your vote. You got to do it for Gary. You already know. Do it for Gary. Go to the ballet. Do it for Gary. Go to the ballet. Do it for Gary. Do it for Gary.
I ultimately he's gonna lose because, like, you know, they shoot you now in the state of Louisiana if you're black and like try to go to a polling station, and it's like illegal.
It's a fucked up place. It is a fucked up place. It has been for quite a while. I mean, like, that's people like just don't know about like the death squads after Katrina. Like, no, just people got away with that. Like, it's a fucked up state.
Chris Kyle backed. Wait, well, no, for real?
He lied about that. Chris Kyle lied about it, but there were like death squads, like, of people just like ostensibly hunting for looters, but just fucking icing people. And like no one got in trouble for it. No one even like raised an issue. It's a fucked up place, but I think Gary kind of like has the it that we're always looking for. And I hope he does well, just because, you know, regardless of whether he gets in there and he's suddenly like, you know, I've always treasured our relationship with Israel or whatever. I'd like to see people who are great performers rewarded for it.
I agree.
Regardless of, you know, whatever. Because politics are over. But, you know.
There's a chance there's a second black district created in Louisiana. In redistricting, he could potentially draw from the Senate and run in that seat.
That'd be cool. And to be inclusive, they got those two Warren voters though. That's how you know. These are like the two Warren voters in Louisiana. These ones right here. Like,
the ones that are petting the dog.
Yeah. That was the head and sole voters of the Elizabeth Warren campaign in Louisiana.
He's wearing an Anthony Scalia is dead shirt though. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
Maybe not. And he's got the Nike slides. Like this person balls. Okay.
The Nike slides I did not see.
If you wear Nike slides with the fucking, you know, with the calf high white socks, the tube socks, you're a baller.
I'm sorry. I am always too quick to judge people. All right, my bad. My bad. I just thought like
no Warren voter would say Anthony Scalia is dead.
Some of them would.
I feel like they would say something like, actually, you know what? They might.
They would because they like being like, They're like,
I'm edgy. They're like, I'm edgy.
I'm a socialist.
Yeah.
I'm a socialist for Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that's you got to do what you got to do in life.
I can brand
yourself.
I mean, it was pretty edgy when they got Holocaust tattoos.
That was hilarious.
That was insane.
That was just such a cool campaign because it's like, I made this comparison before. I think I said it last time I was on stream, but like how Holly and her are like their perfect mirrors. But they both do the same thing where if something is hot on Twitter, like
people don't know about the Holocaust tattoos. People are confused right now.
Oh my God. Okay. So they got the Elizabeth Warren staffers. If you remember, there was like a shade of green that they loved. And of course they got really into a shade of green because like, you know, this is a campaign entirely by and for graphic designers. So all they're talking about is the Liberty Green. And there's a hex code for the color. And they got them all on their forearm, right? Got them all right here. Only problem, it was in the exact same font and setup and location as a tattoo from the Holocaust.
All right, let's just show it.
Let's just show. I'm giving background, but like you really have to just see it to believe it. They went damn, dude. They fucked up. I never got mad at them over this, you know?
No, I think it's hilarious.
It's hilarious. I never got mad at them.
Actually, a lot of people didn't get mad at them for this because because they're in the in crowd. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If like let's be real. There's a group of individuals like that are well-meaning, but then like if they fuck up, the media class is not going to hammer them over it. Yeah. In the same way that they would do that for anyone else.
That's true. I'm just saying, like, some people, like, on my side were like, this is insensitive, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I am sympathetic to that because it's like, these are the people who are like, Bernie's racist. But I just like by the end of the Warren campaign,
they were like, "Hey, don't talk to me about the Holocaust. My own Holocaust was the Elizabeth Warren campaign."
I was New Hampshire,
like the Afghanistan. I had an abusive father.
That girl's awesome.
Yeah,
we should encourage people like that. But they're going on the train to Bergen-Belsen was when Elizabeth Warren got fewer black votes than Pete Buttigieg in South Carolina, I believe it was. It's tough. It's tough. We all have trauma.
Remember when Elizabeth Warren got less votes than fucking everyone else in Boston, in Massachusetts,
third in her own state, man.
Yeah, and she knew that was going to happen, and yet she still stayed in the race.
Right. I was like, by the end of it, I was mad at Elizabeth Warren, but her staff, I think her staffers and her supporters, I think they, to the end, believed in all of it and still do. I don't think they're they are, everyone's an asshole, but, I don't think they were just trying to sabotage, the supporters. I think she was, but I think they were like, no, she's the best for this, even though she's continually displayed the worst instincts of all time. But, I think it's fine. They have those for the rest of their lives. That's what's so funny about it, though.
Let's see. This is the Gary Chambers powerful speech that he gave.
Intended to get up here and talk about how racist Robert E. Lee was, but I'm gonna talk about you, Connie. Sitting over there shopping while we talking about Robert E. Lee. This is a picture of you shopping.
She is shopping.
While we talking about racism and history in this country. Only white members of this board got up while we were up here talking too, because you don't give a damn, and it's clear. But I'm gonna tell you what the slaves, my ancestors, said about Robert E. Lee, since you don't know history, sister. Let me tell you that they said when he got the plantation, after he got off the field where 27,000 people died at Gettysburg, Connie, Robert E. Lee was a brutal slave master. Not only did when he whooped the slaves, he said, lay it on them hard. After he said, lay it on them hard, he said, put brine on them so it'll burn them. That's what Robert E. Lee did. And you set your arrogant self in here and sit on there shopping while the pain and the hurt of the people of this community is on display, because you don't give a damn and you should resign. You should have resigned 2 years ago when you choked a white man in his house. You should have resigned
What is happening?
Wait, rewind.
What is going on with fucking Baton Rouge school board members? They're choking people? What?
What is she? Oh, she's doing when you do it right here. She's signed to the neck. That's carotid artery. That's a blood choke.
She's doing the fucking, what is it called? The cops do that to protesters now.
Yeah, the blood chokes.
Yeah, the targeted pain, whatever.
Well, really, she's fucking it up. What you do is you gotta grab behind the lapels and you squeeze them together. You get the carotid. She's just doing this. She could do this to me all day. I'm not going out.
They apply pressure to specific points. Pain compliance, yeah, that's what it's called. They teach doing cops. I think that's what she's doing. She's doing cop shit.
Well, pressure points aren't really real, but I'm sure there's some evil thing that she's trying to do.
Here's the video of her doing that.
All right, let's see.
Louisiana school board Karen trespasses into strangers' home, threatening and screaming profanity at teenagers, grabbing one of them by the neck. What?
Damn, dude.
Get out the house.
Louisiana's different.
Well, this is
why is this allowed? What could have compelled someone to do such a thing? I don't understand.
It all goes back to us not hanging the planter class.
Oh, I've been talking a lot about that as well. That they should have fucking raised the South and murdered every fucking slave owner, and they didn't. And now this is, we just have to deal with this all the time.
Yeah.
Forever. They just they'll just keep coming back with new versions of it. They'll even use identity politics and shit like that, which they always have.
Yeah. There was supposed to be a Nuremberg that never happened.
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want to. I mean, I don't have to spell this out in glitter and glue for you? Stop. Here, stop.
Call 911. He's
we already called 911, man.
Like, what do you mean?
Here she goes.
Are you fucking crazy?
Now, you motherfucker.
Or what? Give me the phone.
Phone. Give me the phone. That dude's from Baltimore.
Yeah, that is random Dundalk guy showed up.
Baltimore dude is everything. Give me the phone.
Give me the phone, you weird.
I'll stop you. Give me the phone.
Give me the phone.
Don't fucking film this. Give me the phone. It's my mem.
What? I need to know what's the backstory here though?
I have no idea.
Why is she in this kid's house?
Alton. She's alting.
Yeah, no, that is like that's school board member alting when they do this.
Yeah.
That's like when you press X in Valorant.
There's a class ability is like white women tears and that. Okay, that's like you get that when you level up. You can do this. That's an aggressive one, and then the defensive alt is the white women tears.
This one. She's... Oh, did it again. Did it again.
What is going on?
I need to know the backstory.
Why is she walking into a frat house? Like, what is happening? Also, that's like pretty crazy that she's doing that.
She's Delta Pi K.
Imagine,
does it say the backstory on here?
School board members are extremely corrupt. They've been funneling money in the charter schools, and we're attempting to recreate another parish. St. George is primarily rich white neighborhoods, which would funnel even more money in the public schools in the surrounding area. I mean, it's kind of wild to like walk into a room full of fucking bros like that and just like try to physically engage them. You know what I mean?
What if it was like not for a reason we expected though? What if it's like we think it's over something like she's we think it's like she's just being a piece of shit, but we actually find out that
she was like, actually fighting them because she's anti-racist.
Yeah, no, or like yeah. This is like a weird this is like they're raising money for the IDF, and she's like, you're a fucking piece of shit. For Palestine will be free from the river to the sea. Yeah. We're just totally wrong about all of this. No, like, you never know.
Yeah. She was actually shopping when they were talking about the Robert E. Lee thing because she was like,
she's buying clothes
shopping for she was shopping for guns actually.
Yeah. It's just like you ever see the movie Crash? It's like that.
School board member Connie Bernard's probation over in confrontation at neighbor's party. Oh, they were throwing a party.
Oh my god.
A Baton Rouge state judge Tuesday terminated Bernard's 90-day probation early after she completed all the conditions of her probation, which included performing 20 hours of community service, completing an effective decision-making class.
Decision-making class, that is like, man, that's true Southern justice.
I love that in the last episode you and Matt were talking about fucking admiralty laws. It's like one of my favorite things.
Admiralty law is real, dude.
Yeah, no,
it's real. That's how this woman got out of it.
Yeah, no, she did. The Maritime Admiralty Court is the only court I abide by. And then they were like, oh fuck, that's the cheat code.
Yeah,
everybody knows this.
In Louisiana, it works.
Yeah.
I need to know, like. All this says is like that she went over there though. Does like the public freakouts thread, do they have why she did it? I'm assuming it was just like they were loud and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go over and do pressure points.
Yeah, it doesn't
say?
This has more context? No, it doesn't. It literally does not have context. You are wrong.
It's probably like a noise complaint.
Oh wait, here it is. Baton Rouge school board member issues summons over confrontation at neighbor's party. Deputies were called. Board member accused of walking into a neighbor's home. When deputies arrived, Bernard was in the middle of the road and flagged them down. Oh, that's boss moves. Like,
damn.
That's like, she like flagged the cops, and then the cops had to like side with her over. Damn. In the middle of the road, she told them there was a party going on at one of the homes, so she went inside the residence to investigate and take pictures.
Damn. But what? Like, I'm assuming,
fucking nuts.
Was this just like, okay, I'm assuming this is noise complaint, but is it like, if she's going in and taking pictures, I could see it being one of those things where it's like she thinks there's human trafficking going on. Like that type of shit. I don't know.
This is just like regular fucking Karen shit where she was just like, oh, my neighbors are doing a party and I don't like that, so I'm going to take photos as evidence of drug usage or whatever for the fucking police. She was doing what every American is born to do, which is operate as a sovereign citizen who will become a cop. Like she was like, please deputize me on the spot so I can fucking, take photos and compile evidence for you officers.
It's just like, I've never gotten it though, because it's like, man, isn't that just like another thing you need to do? I guess like everyone has like a bad thing that makes them happy, right? Some people, who may be me, they like hearing about like bad things happening to not even their enemies, but just like people they don't like. I guess that's bad. But it just seems like she's creating so much work for herself.
I mean, that's what happens when you fucking have nothing else going on. You're so bored that you go.
So.
This is the exact same energy as like protesting at Applebee's, wearing like dripped out in like all the MLK garb you could find to go to the fucking Applebee's and be like, you not letting me enter the premises without a vaccine is exactly. But
I
MLK
get that. I
about.
get that more though. That makes more sense to me though, because it's like that is the thing he could do that he could no longer do, right? For this, it's just like what I'm assuming it's noise complaint, but I really do think she's just like she wanted to have some strife.
I don't
know.
I even then I feel like they do it because they're fucking bored. Like they do it because they're bored and they want to get together and they want to feel like collective. Like they want to feel like they have a sense of community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that because technically I have, maybe I'm wrong, but I have never actually fucking seen a situation in which like you legitimately are stopped from entering a premises or anything like that. Maybe it's because I'm vaccinated, so I don't know. And also, I live in
people ask for your card in a lot of places.
Yeah, I live in the Jarldom of Gavin Newsom, so like it's a lot different here. We just execute people if they're unvaccinated.
Well,
on the street.
LA is so like high. LA County has such a high vaccination rate, and so does New York. But it's like I don't know. Some places they ask for it, some places they don't. At least in New York, but you know, there have been places where it's like, oh, if I didn't have it on me, I couldn't get in.
Yeah,
you know, which is.
Well, I mean, I have
get
a photo. Oh, like I have an app too.
Oh man, I had a nightmare photo thing. I was going to a restaurant where you had to do that in New York when my mom was visiting, and I had to like go through my phone, go through my entire camera roll back to
all your nudes that you have on your phone scrolling.
No, just, like grosser shit, like the shit that my friend Bob retweets.
Oh,
the guy with the chain going into his ass. I just see shit like that. I'm like hiding my phone in the restaurant trying to find my picture of my card, but I found it. It's. I wish there was like a federal app for it, but it isn't. There isn't.
That would be communism, and also no shot. Like, we will never
nothing
have
that simple.
We in the United States of America, we will never ever have like any sort of federal control or federal jurisdiction that like gathers data. And obviously there is a good argument to be made against that too by using like the current existing surveillance state and how nefarious the American government is at utilizing that to like own every fucking marginalized community, but we'll never have that for anything, especially not like a public safety measure. We'll only have a patchwork of like private corporations trying to operate like an arm of the government that will then actually steal all your private data and like sell it to fucking insurance brokers.
That's what I'm saying is like the surveillance state has never made anything more convenient for anyone. It's like I had to renew my passport before I came to LA. And it's like why isn't it like you can go online and do like a check a box and be like, "Oh, well you know all my info. Just give me a new one."
Yeah.
But no, you have to do all this shit. I had to like find my birth certificate and my social security card and all this shit. And it's like, you guys know this.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, it's like in fucking Norway where, you know, the government already processes your taxes ahead of time because they already know. They have access to all that information. And then they fucking send you a check if you have a refund in the end of the year or send you a bill if you need to pay more. Whereas like,
oh yeah, here I'm sending checks every quarter.
We would never be able to fucking do that here because private corporations have lobbied the government to create additional fucking problems exclusively so they can only solve it by getting more money from the government to give you like a half-ass solution that they barely even offer for free, that they totally will charge you every step of the way in the form of all of those like. If you go to the IRS.gov website, you'll see fucking TurboTax and numerous other third-party affiliates of the government try to file your taxes for you, and it's never free. They say it's for free, but it's not for free, and they're fucking taking your private details and selling it on top of that on the back end. And then your information is also compromised whenever they get owned, and it's fucking awesome.
Which is all of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like America always does the worst of both world systems. Like in a lot of blue cities, you have like European Union style restrictions on like individual freedoms, but none of the safety net. Just none of it.
I am totally on board with a more authoritarian form of governance. We get high speed rails and like fucking I get hit with the hate speech laws every fucking day. I get region locked because all of those very same motherfuckers who love saying hate speech also love using like the German law to try to get my fucking VOD region locked out of Germany, and you know, try to get me banned as best as they possibly can. I'm totally fine with that here, as long as, you know, we get high speed rail and like healthcare. Okay.
I'm very against like hate speech laws, just because it's like, how would they be used in America?
Well,
they would literally just.
It's
I mean,
just
they
BDS.
kind of are. It's the anti-BDS.
It already
but it would just
exists.
be like further codified in the law. But like, yeah, I think like, okay, fine. The reusable bags, fucking whatever. It's not a big enough deal for me to like totally freak out about. It's annoying, but it's like fine. I do get it. Straws, whatever, blah blah blah. But it's like, you can't do that and still make the train from like New York City to Buffalo like 9 fucking hours. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Give me something here.
Yeah, you can't not offer any sort of social safety nets and then also try to adopt like the shittiest version of like hate speech protections that aren't even like protecting marginalized groups at all. It's just like a way for other dickheads to be able to utilize it.
Yeah, I feel like
I will use the high speed rail to go straight to the fucking hate speech gulag. Okay, if that's what you think is gonna happen.
America is. You not seen the movie Killing Him Softly?
You told me about it last time. I haven't seen it yet.
You know, the only rule in America, fuck you, pay me. And if it's like, you know, that's kind of what it is. But you're not allowed to just be like, all right, fuck it, I'm on my own. I'm gonna go buy fentanyl from CVS. They don't let you do it all the way. They limit you enough to where you can't really have that much fun.
Yeah, they won't let you do the Ancapistan memes. Like, they won't let you go full Ancapistan. There's like still some level of some degree of protection.
Right. I think I should be able, like, if it's really gonna be like, fuck it, well, okay, then there should be no zoning laws. Then I should be able to build a skyscraper in someone's backyard. I should be able to do all this shit, you know. But I can't.
Felix is a neoliberal YIMBY.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know,
I started the YIMBY movement.
Yeah, he wants to build luxury skyscrapers that have no restrictions whatsoever, because he thinks that's the only way to solve the housing crisis. Like no other way.
Yeah, look, the YIMBYs versus the NIMBYs. Look, I started that. I've been on both sides. A lot of people got me for flipping sets every week because I get them mixed up.
He's like the Dostum of fucking YIMBYism and NIMBYism. Yeah. Like, he has worked with the Taliban. He's worked against the Taliban. He's worked with the Turkish government. Yeah. You know, he is doing that, but he's a mercenary. Yeah.
But, you know, I see points on both sides. The point I see on the YIMBY side is like, yeah, okay, if this is gonna be the fuck you pay me country, like, I think it would be funny if I like made a parking garage in my basement. If I had a basement, why not? Like, who cares? If it's really gonna be, who cares? You know, why can't I just like build a skyscraper in the middle of Central Park? I don't think you should be able to, already. But like,
but what you're describing is quite literally what we already have. It's like, it's Ancapistan. If you make over like $1 million plus a year, I'm not even gonna say 250,000. But if you make more than $1 million a year, you are living in Ancapistan. You can do that. Yes. No one will punish you for it. You will absolutely get away with it. I mean, the quite literal example of what you just said is the ugly ass fucking towers that, like, you know, are inevitably going to kill every single person that lives in them. You know what I mean? The ones that shake aggressively.
Yeah, tons of those in New York now.
Yeah. Like that are completely fucking just insane. Nobody lives in them. Nobody wants to live in them, but it's like seen as an asset. It is like the NFTs of fucking skyscrapers, basically, for millionaires. There's like $250 million a fucking unit. That sort of shit.
I want to, you know, those are the two visions of the future. Just that we go fully fuck it. That's Ancapistan. Yeah. The other vision, and this is the vision that I'm offering, that my friend Michael in chat, he's offering, I saw him in there. This is no Capistan.
Yeah.
No more capping.
No capping.
Yeah, this is the no cap country.
Anyway, also, the real ant cap move, obviously, is the top of the hour ad break. That's right. At the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. It's coming to you right now. If you want an ad-free broadcasting experience, dude, listen. I don't know about the NIMBYs or BIMBYs.
You guys figure it out.
We're all about the HIMBYs, okay? 1 minute ad break coming to you. If you subscribe for $5 or for free, or if you get gifted a sub, you'll be able to avoid the ad breaks. Here's the ad break now. There it is. Do you think that there will be a fuck COVID donation for research to stop it? To the same level it was like fuck cancer or other diseases? Cash money question.
Dude, I would wear a fuck COVID hat. That would be so funny.
Yeah.
I would love that. To wear a fuck COVID hat.
Wait.
Then,
fuck COVID, but to stop COVID research.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no.
Just vibes. Like,
That's
no
like,
more
yeah.
COVID, just vibes. Thank you, Turbo Laser Wolf, for the 550 subs.
That's my favorite person I know. Like, she's just like, she has a Delaware, Baltimore type accent. She's like, if you didn't see if they weren't reporting on COVID, no one would get it.
Yeah, it's just like no one would be dying.
And I kind of like her attitude. You know, I don't agree with it, but like, hey, she's suggesting an alternative that no one else is.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's brave. It's smart. This but COVID. Did he delete these tweets what happened?
He deleted all his great old
cowardly.
tweets. When he said congrats, not gonna finish it.
He is came out as pro breast cancer.
Yeah.
It's like more breast cancer should happen.
I guess that's. His old tweets were so fucking good. I'm so sad they're gone.
I donated with a $3 with a love message to Felix like 10 minutes ago. Do you have TTS off right now? If you're not hearing TTS, that means it's off right now. Okay, here, I'm reading it.
Okay.
You said, "Hi Felix, we love you, hustle." Okay,
Thank
and
you.
you said it again. Okay, there it is.
Thank you.
I read it.
Thank you, Mr. Yonicle.
I don't want ad-free broadcasting experience. I just want to be loved, but not too much because I have commitment issues. Okay, you got it. All right.
I don't know where the Kodak in the name comes from. I'm usually good at like figuring out rapper names, but like I don't know what the Kodak is for. It rolls off the tongue though, you know? You do gotta give him that.
Kodak Black is a good name. It's a powerful name. Okay. He said because pictures and shit. Okay, got it. All right, so let's look at this really quickly. You know, do you remember when this happened last year? This was like one of the most psychotic fucking things.
This is my GP.
So one of the most insane things last year was, or not last, I guess it was like 2 years ago at this point, in the middle of the pandemic, in the middle of COVID, where like everyone was like popping off with the hydroxychloroquine, like alternative cures. And like Dr. Stella Emanuel, alongside with like America's Frontline Doctors or whatever the fuck, decided to just, shill this alternative cure. And the conservative think tanks that normally do a lot better research before like putting people in the front line like that as their spokesperson kind of just gave up. It felt like this was like, it doesn't fucking matter. These guys are going to believe anything we say, and it quite literally doesn't matter. Let's see how far we can get away with doing shit like this.
They were not trying when they brought her out at all.
Yeah.
They were 20. It was a sad time.
One of the guys is now the Florida Surgeon General, by the way. Remember the doctor that was like, the doctor that was there in the frontline doctors universe, cinematic universe, is now the Florida Surgeon General, who recently said, fuck it, fuck COVID, just vibes, let's not test as much. This whole testing strategy is too much. It's gone out of control. Just be excited that you got your antibodies. So let's see what she's saying.
I'm gonna hear.
Remember, Donald Trump defended this person. Like
he loved her.
He was like, this is the greatest. She's a beautiful, brilliant doctor.
Every time we've prayed for people that have taken the vaccine, because it's Luciferian, at the mention of the name of Jesus, every knee bows.
Luciferian.
Look at my general practitioner. I'm gonna die.
We have been able to cast this thing.
Oh my God! Look at this fucking room, dude.
What is it? That's like I think like a 1,500 seater if I'm eyeballing.
But that's crazy that like there are. I mean,
when was it? Was this like December 2020?
They didn't slam this, but no, this is recent. I think. She's saying one of the right's leading anti-vaccine experts continue to claim that Christians who have taken a COVID vaccine will simply repent and pray God will forgive them and physically cast the vaccine out of their bodies.
Out of people. Each time we pray for people that have taken the vax, there's a reaction. A needle poke, the hand starts shaking, and we cast the stuff out of people. If it is the devil, it got to come out at the mention of the name of Jesus. So the important thing is to repent. When you repent and you say you're sorry, God is able to forgive you, cleanse you, and regenerate you. Every time we prayed for people that have taken.
Yeah. There's still hope.
Okay, so I have a question.
There's still hope. There's still hope for you yet. If you think you were gonna die because you got vaccinated, like God will forgive you.
That's good. I have a question though.
What?
So like, they say like when you're losing weight, everyone's like vulgar understanding of like when you lose weight, you're just shitting it out, and that's actually not true. You're mostly like when you burn fat, it's mostly coming out like you're breathing it out, kind of. Like you're breathing out, you're farting out, whatever you're doing. That's how it usually comes out. It just sheds off that way.
Okay.
Some toxins you sweat out of your body. Some you piss out. Some you shit out. Does the vaccine, how does that come out?
I suspect also when you pray and you breathe it out in a similar capacity to the fat. What is this? What the fuck?
A lot of people are saying cum, which is to be expected. What if like only women who squirt can get it out? That's the only way to get it out. And she's just, no one else can do it. If you're a dude, you're just trying to cum. You're
inventing a new cult guy.
Yeah, well,
because every cult guy starts off because they want to get laid. Like they want to have sex with multiple women without any sort of scrutiny. And now there's going to be a new cult where the guy is just like straight up, you can just only squirt this out.
What if it's a cult, but you just want to have like sex with a woman who's your friend like 4 times a year?
That just seems like a normal millennial relationship.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I don't want to do all that. I think that's rude. To have like 30 people you're fucking, and it's like, oh, they think they're the best one. That's sad. No one likes that. But I like the idea of making people believe something stupid. So it's sort of tough for me.
I feel that.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch this. What is this? Pizzypher?
Oh! Here they go. Here we go.
Lucifer!
Here we go now.
Oh, shit, dude. That's crazy. I mean, I can't tell if this is one of those things where it's like someone is making fun of people or if this is like actually someone who thought that this is...
The fact that it's on TikTok kind of makes me think they're making fun of it, but there are like anti-vax people on TikTok.
There's hella fucking anti-vax people on TikTok.
There are cults on TikTok.
Oh,
lots of them.
Dude, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. So I don't even know anymore.
I like the idea though that it's like Lucifer's cum. Like the devil's a real guy and he's just like coming in the factory. But they want to give you a hint. It's like an alternative reality game.
Yeah,
that it would be like, oh, we're gonna name this after the thing it is, which is like Lucifer's milk. The devil is part of like the manufacturing union. He has to take a 30-minute break every time he's squirting in the vaccine vial.
This is how logos are designed. Okay, listen, I at this stage, I don't even want to talk about the fucking vaccine shit. Because like at this stage, I've given up. Like I've totally given up on trying to comprehend like why people are still at this point like unvaccinated. I think they just don't want to take it. They're scared. Whatever. There was this, I didn't really cover this yesterday, but there was this thing. Oh, did you see this? Before we talk about that, actually, fuck my brain.
Oh, brother.
Elon Musk doing like libertarian memes.
Wait.
Hey, Shinji.
That's a pregnancy test, though. That's not a COVID test.
That's a pregnancy test.
He knocked her up. Shinji, you didn't buy Plan B. You're such an idiot.
Yeah, 13 years old, by the way.
Asuka Langley was right about you not buying Plan B. It's $50, you dumb piece of shit.
He's doing like 13-year-old boy fucked 28-year-old woman memes. Real libertarian energy right there, but he's classic. Okay.
Well, really, it's up to us to decide if she's wrong for that, or him, or if it's his fault. We don't know.
Stop. Okay.
My name's Alan Dershowitz.
Oh yeah,
That was the real end of it.
You're arguing. Yeah, you're arguing the constitutionality of the situation. Okay.
Yeah.
You're arguing from a constitutional law background. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. So this is an insane fucking stat that I saw. So the Kaiser Family Foundation is like, doing more of their polling on this when they're too busy not doing polling on like fucking how Americans despise universal health care or whatever. And they asked unvaccinated adults what would convince them to get a COVID-19 shot. Last month, about half said nothing, while a much smaller group said a vaccine mandate or a doctor's recommendation could change their minds. Now,
half saying nothing is tough, man.
It's just tough. It's over.
That's
like that,
tough.
That dude is
What
that
fuck
person
can
is
you
never
do?
going to get it. Like, it's just, you will never be able to get that person to get vaccinated. There's nothing you can do about that. That person, GG's, if they die, they fucking die.
I know someone in the 12%, and they're funny because
I love this.
More research. Because on the surface where it's like, oh, this came out quicker than other ones. It's like, yeah, I get it. Having some suspicion there if that's what your thing is. But then when they talk more, you're like, I don't know. That's when you realize it's just like another like consumer identity choice. Because I know someone who they didn't get it for like 12% reason, more research / transparency.
But like
they let their spouse and their kids get it. Which is hilarious because it's like,
so you're fine with killing your fucking husband and your child.
Yeah, because it's like, well, like her reasoning is like, well, one of us has got to live. Like, damn, dude. I mean, I hope she gets it though. I really do. I think she eventually will. I hope she does.
But it's like,
damn,
but like,
funny.
what more research or transparency at this stage? Like, it's been enough time.
Yeah.
And also, you're not the fucking scientist. Like, and all the scientists are telling you it's good. It's like, no, I think it's bullshit. I think it's a cop-out. At this stage, if you're still saying, like, more research and transparency, it's just a cop-out. You want to sound more intelligent than the hogs. Like, you want to be above the hogs at this stage.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I'm not getting it because I need more research. It's like, but it's the same anxiety that those people feel as well. The 6%, if it were required for work, if it were mandatory, I don't know how the fuck there's still 6% of that. Money / large sum of money. But this one is my favorite, okay? If a doctor recommended it, whatever, bullshit. No one has a doctor, who cares? If it prevented 100% of infections, is only 3%.
Yeah.
But they don't. If you look at the conservatives, they use that as the talking point, right? Like, oh, it doesn't even prevent 100% of the research. So I would have expected so many more people to say, oh, I'm not getting it because it doesn't prevent 100% of the 100% of the infections. And it's wild that like that is not even an issue. Okay, that's not a real thing other than just talking points to try to intellectualize why you are simply afraid of the vaccine, which is an unknown, and that's understandable that like you just don't, you're fearful of putting something in your body that is unknown because other people have told you that it's scary.
Right.
Especially because we put things in our body on a daily basis. Like me drinking this fucking water is putting microplastics in my fucking body that is probably worse than the fucking vaccine, right? And we do this on a daily basis. Like people do fucking ketamine, coke, whatever the fuck, and then go, I don't want to put the yeah.
Those don't have Luciferium in them.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, though. It's like, it's fucking dumb as fuck. You put...
Right, no. I take some disgusting shit. And it is like, okay. Like, I would have more sympathy for the more research thing from people if they weren't eating, like, the worst, like...
Yeah.
Growth hormone beef slop all the time. But I think the real talking, like... Obviously, they're saying, like, oh, it doesn't work like in the same way the polio vaccine does, right? Right? Like, they're saying that. But the real thing is, and this is why I hate issue polling. I think that, like, it used to be when they polled, like, work vaccine mandates, it would be, like, overwhelmingly positive, right? Like, back in May, back in June. Everything can poll high until you actually start doing it, you know?
Yeah.
In practice, if you like do a split of how enthusiastic people are for and against, how politically engaged the people against are, it turned out it turned out being like more of a negative. And now it's like they're getting struck down by courts anyway.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Biden mandates.
Yeah,
So,
we're taking
like,
the Biden mandates down. We're taking the Brandon administration down piece by piece.
Right.
Anything that they do, even if it's like actually a smart and adequate public safety, public health measure, fuck it, dude. YOLO, fuck them. Like,
it's like from conservatives though, like it's hard to take like a principled, we don't know enough, from people who have been like deregulating American food for 50 fucking years, who have been pumping Americans full of poison during this entire time. You know, what do we need research in?
yeah.
But you know, I do think like they have finally found their distance with the vaccine thing, which is like, yeah, they'll say like, oh, it doesn't work like the polio vaccine, blah blah blah. But the real thing is like, hey, you don't want another fucking thing you have to do, right? And whenever you can find something like that, like something that was great for Biden coming on the other side of this was going like, hey, you notice how we don't have fucking sports anymore? But when you can come over on the Republican side, you can come back after 2020, a dark year for them, and be like, hey, don't you hate this new thing you have to do? They found it. They found the thing that like animates enough of their voters and enough independence.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't like calling things too far out. I think just what if I don't know. What if like the midterms aren't that bad? Dr.
Fauci should be in prison. You're an idiot if you think that. How many soccer players died on the field due to the vaccine?
100,000.
Yeah, every single soccer player that's taken the vaccine has died on the field.
Messi is a hologram.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
Cristiano Ronaldo, thank God, did not take the vaccine, alive, and also has a six-pack.
I have a recommendation if you're like saying Dr. Fauci. I'm pretty sure I'm saying something awful in some European language. Something awful. I am getting banned from hate speech from like Romania or something. How about Fauci, like spelled the normal way, but change the C with the euro symbol? That's what I've been doing. Because that's all he cares about.
The euros, the dollars.
Yeah, you can do that one. Try, everyone in chat, try that right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been liking me doing that. I've been like, people have not, I've been getting a lot of good reacts in group chats.
He's doing that specifically like this, exactly. He's been doing that specifically so he can, kill more dogs or something.
He did kill those dogs, you got to admit.
He did.
He did kill those dogs. And
it's just like pretty funny that like people who don't realize this is like how animal testing works, and you can have an issue against it. I personally dogs are beautiful. I love them, but like, if it's actually going to be for medicine, I don't really have a problem with fucking animal testing.
I know. I'm pretty against it. I'm against it, but then again, it's funny to see like Republicans get mad at it because it's like, as Ralph Cifaretto said, you eat beef and pork by the fucking truckload.
Yeah, you can't. It's so wildly inconsistent to just be like, AOC wants to take my burgle away. Like, you can pry my burgle out of my cold dead hands, brother. And it's like, but then also simultaneously like, I can't believe Dr. Fascist ended up killing beagles.
It's totally like Don Jr. killed an elephant, like a way more sentient being than a fucking beagle.
Yeah,
I love beagles. I love all dogs. I'm a friend to all animals, all of them. But like, damn, the elephant can think more than the beagle can. You got to admit that.
100%.
And Fauci, he was doing it. Who knows why he was doing it? Maybe beagles are the most evil dog, and that's where they get the Luciferian. But
well, beagles are the bad dog because beagles historically are being used to hunt other animals. So they're ops. They side with the humans and they fucking engage in the genocidal endeavor of murdering birds.
Yeah.
Which birds are too close, in my opinion, to like dinosaurs and also bugs. So I don't have a problem with like murdering birds. Like, even though I do use that as a diss against like vegan cat owners, but that's different.
Well, we don't know what the birds did, and it's like I'm not taking side in their war, but I am saying like an elephant, like just a beautiful animal.
Yeah,
a beautiful, like probably sentient animal. They pass the mirror test. Killing an elephant is like, man, if you're killing an animal That's one of the worst ones you can kill. You're a piece of shit if you do that.
Well,
and like
Thomas Edison.
Who knows? Yeah, Fauci may have been killing the beagles for a good purpose or not so good purpose. We don't know. What was Don Jr. learning by killing that elephant? Nothing. He didn't even feel good after it. You know he didn't.
Nothing will make him feel good because nothing will be a substitute for a paternal love, okay? Yeah. Which is the deep, dark hole that he has in his heart that he will try to fill with, like, I don't know, Kimberly Guilfoyle throwing it back for him, or the
endless Gavin,
the mountains of coke that he does to forget that, like, Kimberly Guilfoyle is constantly thinking about Gavin Newsom every time they're having marital sex. Okay, like none of that is going to fill the void of not having a paternal figure in your life.
His dad punched him in the face for not wearing a suit to the baseball game.
Yeah,
that's tough. Like, dude, you're cooked. That's tough. That's tough.
In college. All
his boys saw the only punch Donald Trump has ever thrown in his life.
And you know it was a bitch-made punch.
Oh my God. Like he did like one of these.
Yeah. I can't imagine like Donald Trump ever like actually fucking landing like a good one from the hip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, because he can. He's got the elevator shoes, so he's like, fucking slanted towards, slanted forward. So he just goes,
There's no way it's good. It's like, I believe he'd do. It's like him having sex. Like, I know that it's happened, but it's so hard for me to picture.
Oh, God. So sweaty. Okay, so we have two different things. Apparently, Pokimane is popping off against a content creator but I kind of don't want to talk about that with you here, because, like...
I've gotten... People have kept me up to date on this.
Oh, really?
People have kept me up to date a little bit. Yeah,
like there was a dude Jidion who was like doing a hate raid and like was saying like El plus ratio, and then he was like talking about who fucks Pokimane or whatever, and he apologized for it, but then like the issue became larger when like Ninja basically fucking turned around and was like, that's not a big
help
deal.
Him out. Yeah, he was saying he's gonna like help him out. He's gonna like get him out of Twitch jail.
So she came out with a notes app documenting it. I mean, look, the thing is, it's basically, it's like a pretty solid example of shit that women have to put up with on this platform and in general. So, Ninja said that he was only saying that to stop the Jidion viewers from attacking his chat. Pretty mid-tier Twitch drama, to be honest. I think it was like, it was important to address early on because, like, it was important to address early on. I don't want to talk about it with you here, to be honest, but
all right.
It's just like
people are too mean to her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you find yourself like you can't even really point out what someone did to make your life worse, and look, everyone's always gonna hate people. People got to take a step back and be like, why am I fucking mad at this person? I'm mad at her because other people are. Yeah, it's like find someone in your life that you hate instead. Do things to them. Yeah, fuck with them. Like make their wife
like the school board meeting.
Go to the school board meeting.
Yeah,
go to their house while they're throwing a party and do pressure points to them. Cut their breaks, mislabel their medicine.
Okay,
make it so that they're
parody. He's not saying literally do this. Okay.
Okay, not literally saying this, but I'm just saying like if you because too many people hate her for no reason. You don't even know why you're doing it. You're like, I don't know what this guy's name is, but let's just make up a streamer name, like Blaxion. That's something that a streamer would be named. Some shit like that, or like Corvic, like some bullshit like that.
I feel like those are literally streamer names.
No, these guys probably have 50,000 viewers. And I've angered them.
You came up with two fake streamer names that probably already exist. Okay?
Yeah. Well, my bad to those guys and your communities. But it's like, he said that she got him banned for a day. That does not. Who cares? Who cares? No. Just live your own life. Get your own enemy.
Corvic is a Serbian Escape from Tarkov streamer. Oh my god.
I'm sorry to Corvic. I'm sorry.
You fucked this up.
Well, in my mind, it wasn't with a K. It was with a C.
Oh,
so it's a different guy.
That's very
my apologies,
different.
though. I was just no.
Oh, Blaxion still plays Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Blaxion is
Oh, Blaxion's
a 14-year-old Fortnite pro.
Yeah, he's still popping off with Fortnite. He's still like getting a steady 20K average.
Yeah,
playing Fortnite.
BBGO Blaxion has 250K in earnings in Fortnite.
Yeah,
he's goated.
Yeah, his creator code is still popping off. Like every 12-year-old that still plays Fortnite is still watching. They only watch a Blaxion.
Yeah, he's sick. He's sick.
Yeah,
he's got something beyond the Cherry MX red switches. He's got something that like detects him before he even
keep
presses
talking shit about a Blaxion, Felix. I dare you.
I'm sorry,
dude. I'm in the process of doxing you right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put my location.
I am a Blaxion's greatest fan, and I've already doxed your family.
Everyone's gonna be mad at me for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, Blaxion's fans shot up my mom's crib. Tough. That's tough.
Okay. So let's talk about the real. Let's talk about sexism outside of the Twitch space. Okay, let's talk about Ben Shapiro, who titled this video "LOL." AOC gives ridiculous COVID message. Now,
is he laughing out loud in this? Or
he
is like more clickbait?
Dude, it is the saddest thing to see like people laugh out loud. Okay, it is the saddest thing to see Ben Shapiro try to laugh. There was a video where he was like talking about AOC's boyfriend's feet, where he like got the most animated I've ever seen him, where he was like, people are saying hypothetically that I'm interested in AOC. I laugh at that. But he was like salivating. He was bricked up.
All right. Do you think he's gacking up now?
I think
he's closer to the Texas border, you know?
I think
he can get that puro.
I think he is horny as fuck for AOC. I do think
I kind of think that, yeah. I do kind of think that because it's like...
he wants AOC to step on him.
It's honestly, like, it's easy. If you're a conservative, it's, like, easy to make fun of AOC for a bunch of shit. But he always bricks it in a way that it's like, your heart's in this in the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's never like... I mean, obviously, he's not going to get mad at AOC for, like, voting present on the fucking Israel should get $7 gazillion bill.
Yeah.
Like... You know what I mean? He'll get mad at her for that because it's like not undying fealty hard enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it's never for shit like that. It's always like, she's so stupid. She's such a stupid person. Ha ha ha. Like
there's all if I flip sides and I was like writing for the conservatives, I was stacking. I'd be like, go in on her for like getting a Tesla. Like that's stupid. Why'd you do that? But he's not doing it. He's just like, Oh, she was wearing...
they did go in on her for getting a Tesla, but they said it was too expensive of a car.
Right.
Which is like, are you fucking... Like, Teslas are dog shit. You can absolutely make fun of Teslas. You could say, like, Teslas are made in, like, non-union fucking factories where, like, you don't have, like, the yellow safety stripes because Elon doesn't like the color or whatever the fuck. Or that he's a con man,
There's no right to repair, which, like, right to repair used to be a huge, like, left consumer issue.
Yeah.
That should be...
It still kind of is in certain circles. Yeah, it still is in kind of...
I'm very into it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it got fucked in America.
Yeah. So those are, like, very prescient good takes to be able to, like, shit on AOC for getting a Tesla. But they get mad and say that, like, AOC got a Tesla and it's too expensive of a vehicle. It's a luxury vehicle. Bitch, it's the same price with all the subsidies. It's the same price as, like, a fucking starter sedan. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was just saying, like, I don't know. There are like electric cars she could get that are made by Americans also. Because Elon Musk did buy American citizenship. So, it technically is American made, I guess. But, there's other shit she could buy. And it's stupid for a guy who's gone in on her supposed boy, Bernie, too much. Who's done all this shit, who said all this shit. It's stupid. She didn't have to do it. It was an L she did not have to take. Just like the voting president, another L she did not have to take. But that's not what he's on her for. And he's not on her. He's bad at being on her because his heart.
All right, let's see.
His heart is clouding his vision.
Well, let's see. I agree with almost all your takes, but I love Teslas, man. Come on, I don't care.
Okay, you can like whatever car you like.
Yeah,
I think every man should buy a Hellcat, and if you don't drive a Hellcat, you should
You are speaking to my Middle Easterner heart right now. You don't understand.
I want a Hellcat.
My parents casually decided to rent a Mustang, a 2-door Mustang that's outside right now, and I drove it this morning. And first of all, whoever previously rented it 100% is blasting cigs in it because you have that like faint scent of like
stale
desperation and fucking cigarettes in the car. Peak divorced dad car.
That was a
divorced
guy-
dad
Yes.
got that for a weekend to like.
He was pitching.
Yeah.
He was pitching. He was like, what if there's a show about a guy who kills the judge in his trial? And they're like,
Judgment
no,
Day.
we don't think we're going to do that.
Yeah, come on, dude. Family court judges like getting murked by divorced dads.
I really wish, I'm not going to do it, but I think Hellcats and Trackhawks are sick.
I do love Hellcats.
They're both sick. Like, a Trackhawk is the dumbest fucking car to buy. I see Trackhawks all the time in Manhattan, and it's like, what are you getting out of this?
In Manhattan?
Yeah, it's so stupid. But they're cool. They are sick. Like, you can't deny that.
The Trackhawks, is it the Cherokee supercharged one?
It's super fast Jeep. Yeah.
Oh my
They have to stop
Lord.
making these, though, because they can't make the engine anymore. Neither Hellcats
Wait,
nor Trackhawks.
why?
Because
It's 1,000.
That's awesome, dude. That's sick.
Why do you need this?
You don't. It's to have it in Manhattan.
You
so
bought a
dumb.
Jeep. You bought a Jeep that goes 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Okay.
There's no reason. I can see a reason to have it. Maybe some other places it might be fun, but like Manhattan, driving in Manhattan is like awful. I do not know why you would get a Trackhawk, but they are sick. They're really.
It doesn't even look cool. I mean, I agree with your Hellcat.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the Trackhawk. Because this is like when Ford decided to make their like Mustang an e-vehicle that's like a soccer mom car. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
At least the Hellcat screams, I fucking signed up so that the U.S. government can send me overseas where I will be permanently fucked, okay?
Yeah.
In an irreparable capacity. And you know, everywhere I go, people will probably salute me sometimes if they know, you know, and thank me
I
for
just
my
salute
service.
Hellcat owners.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, it's a cool car. I'm glad there's like a new cool American car, even though they're gonna like have to stop making them this year. Get a quote now. I'm buying it.
I'm getting a Taycan, which I have been trying to, but haven't been able to fucking figure out how we're gonna stream it. But yeah,
I'm honestly,
it screams?
If I'm, yeah, it's loud as fuck. It's just awesome. Yeah, this is cool. Ooh, God, it's so fucking cool. You can't ever do that.
That
like
is
Upper
pretty sick.
Manhattan, but that's so
that
cool.
is kind of cool. Okay, I mean it's fucking annoying, but it's also kind of cool to just wait. Hold on.
I don't know. I think an A5. The Audi hybrids are cool. I don't know. I wish America could make an Audi. You know what I mean? Where's my water bottle? I'll be right back.
I have to pee as well, and we are.
You go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna do car chat with chat.
No car chat, please. It's just like they will never.
I don't
stop.
know anything.
Here,
I don't
watch
know
this.
anything.
Here,
so
this
it's
is fine.
They just will not let
I don't
go.
know anything
It's their
either.
favorite thing in the entire world
I'm
because it
not
allows
sure.
them to restructure everything. It's time for a great reset. It's not just about building
he's on
back
the
the
Great
economy.
Reset.
It's about
like,
building
Ben,
it back.
you are the Great Reset.
It's not just about achieving
not
prosperity. It's
fighting
about
no
achieving
NWO.
justice, social justice. It's not just about getting people back to work. It's about people never going
You
back
can't
to
be
work.
like
So Alexandra
anti-BDS talking about
Ocasio-Cortez,
the Great Reset.
she was struck
You agree with
by the
most
plague
of the things
while she
people
was
say in
in
Davos.
sunny Florida.
You can
came
not
down
be
to
like,
Florida
oh, I
for
hate the
vacation,
Great Reset.
like
No,
a good,
you love it.
responsible person.
It's your
she
favorite
is.
thing, Ben.
And she unmasked. And then, because this is a dystopian hellscape down here in Florida, to which she vacationed, she got COVID. And then she did her quarantine for 5 days, and then she issued a missive on Instagram, a very important message from Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, so fresh, so face, so brilliant, so magnificent, unthinkably special. Here was her message. Quote, well, so it happened. Got COVID.
Okay, the
Omicron.
fact that he's doing like the baby
As of today,
voice.
I am thankfully recovered
He's a-
and wrapping
he's a
up
little
quarantine,
pervert.
but COVID
He's a
was
little
no
freak.
joke.
He's fucked
For a
up.
while, I've
He's
noted the
fucked up
term
for
mild
this.
is misleading when the bar is hospitalization and death.
He does
No, that's
love
not
her.
misleading. That's
My God,
very
dude.
often how we characterize disease.
Sometimes
you didn't
you
go to the
hate
hospital
someone
and you didn't die,
and you just hate him.
and you recovered within a few days.
I try to be like
that's
that.
pretty mild.
Sometimes you hate them
That's
because
pretty
you can't
mild.
stop thinking about them.
It says, even mild cases can result in long COVID, which includes a range of conditions like cognitive impairment, POTS, and chronic fatigue. This isn't to be a downer or induce fear, just a reminder we need to be careful. N95s in crowded indoor spaces like stores. And if you do get it, it's key to take care for yourself and rest.
He is so happy.
Okay,
she
so
wrote, like,
first of all, I noticed
classic
that you
AOC
were in
paragraph.
Florida.
You can do that voice.
I noticed that. And you were at like
What's up?
giant events with other humans
What's
breathing
up?
on them, which is how you got Omicron in the first place.
Oh no, I just was walking
Also,
by a store.
does she have any
and I liked
stats on how many of these cases result in long COVID from
Let's go.
Omicron?
Let's go, dude.
She does not. It is to induce fear. That is the entire goal, is to induce fear. But the real thing that she is saying is that even when you're not all that sick, you are super duper sick. This is where she's about to go. The idea of forcing people to work just 5 days after symptoms start is sociopathic and 100% informed by a culture that accepts sacrificing human.
You made fun of my order. I felt bad. I wasn't
No,
trying
I
to be
was
fancy.
kidding.
I wasn't trying to be too fancy. I was like, I got self-conscious about it.
No, you don't need to be self.
Ladies and
Damn, this
gentlemen,
was big
we
as
got
fuck.
we got Christian Walker in
I
the
like them
building.
big, so.
This is
Thank
damn,
you.
dude. This is Adderall. This is the Adderall 35 milligram. Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna take it. Oh,
Are
thank
you.
you.
A climate change, like no straw person?
No, I love straws.
I like the metal straw. I think the metal straw, it has its uses.
Damn, you are dripped out right now. You're
Yeah,
rocking the
goddamn.
all
Goddamn,
Fendi.
dude.
Well, you can't see it. It's very like undertone.
Yeah, this
This is a
one's
good
not
Fendi
as
though.
loud as that. Yeah, it's not. You could go way louder with a Fendi. I'm gonna just take this out of there. This doesn't fucking work. Okay. You're here. You finally arrived here. You got to come in
I'm
a
so
little bit
excited.
closer.
We're neighbors.
Oh damn, are we?
We're like 5 minutes away.
Don't dox me. Okay. No, I love straws. I'm a big anti paper straw advocate. I hate paper straws.
Yeah, fuck those.
they suck.
Yeah, they're terrible. All right, so what do you know about our politics at all? Do you know anything about our politics?
Yeah.
About what?
Our politics.
I definitely know your politics.
Okay.
And Fifi, I don't know about yours.
How would I describe myself? I have the politics of a Jean-Luc Mélenchon, kind of. You know, I'm anti-NATO.
Oh, cool.
I don't think, we don't need to give Israel $3 billion a year. We don't need to be in all these countries. We don't need all these military
Oh,
bases.
love that.
You're a little isolationist. You're kind of where I'm at with that. You're probably not where I'm at with other stuff. I think we gotta nationalize the healthcare system.
I'd definitely rather go Hasan's way than ghetto trash liberals. I feel like I have more in common with him than like a California psycho lib.
What
But don't you feel
are
like-
my politics? I don't even know what you think my politics are.
I don't know. I just think you're like more on the progressive end, but you're a little more, what would be the word? Honest, and you won't defend the bad people in the Democrat Party. So that's why I like.
Look, we are anti-politician here in every sense of the word. We hate all the politicians. I think they all suck.
Don't you
For
think?
sure.
I did want to ask you this though, because like I started watching your videos. Like they're like my friend Ben turned me on to them like earlier last year, and they're like fucking like. You're a truly gifted performer in a way that like most like for real like most people in politics.
I'm honored.
No, like really, like most people who do politics shit like
They're so
They
boring.
can't-
So the Democrats will never let
yeah.
go.
they can't do that shit. They can't like they cannot get an audience to pay attention, and some people just have it. But like I am interested in what you said. Like he won't defend like the shitty liberals.
Yeah.
Don't you think though? Like okay, we're Americans, we're Westerners, we have like, regardless of what we say, regardless of whether you're like I'm America first or like I'm communist, we're all kind of liberals in a way, just through our lifestyle and shit. Do you think that?
I mean, like I understand what you're saying when you say like classical liberal, but classical liberal and liberalism means you love free speech, you're open to dialogue, which clearly y'all are, and I don't find that in modern liberalism.
He doesn't mean classical liberal. And also, what he's saying is, and I agree with this, everyone is the same person, okay?
Kind of, yeah.
And what I mean by that, and I think what he means by that as well, is that like there's a lot of people in the political arena that are political commentators that will say stuff like, I hate cancel culture, I hate SJWs, I hate all that sort of stuff. Why do they hate it? Oh, because they look through your old tweets and yada yada and all this bullshit, right? But then when it's being done to someone that they consider to be their ideological enemy,
they cheer it on.
They immediately are just like, yeah, fucking love cancel culture.
For sure.
Ben Shapiro is a great example of this because like this is a dude who has literally been like, we should charge fucking Kerry with like sedition for talking to like Arab people in post 9/11 America, or like if you ever said anything about Palestine, like you should be executed in a military tribunal. But then he turns around and he's like, I love free speech. Like, I'm going to do a college campus tour where I'm doing free speech. And it's fucking bullshit. Like, he does not give a shit about that at all.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not even for canceling my ideological enemies, like, at all, whatsoever. I've never really championed that, so I'm on that page with you guys.
Everyone's just doing the same politics, but, like, from a aesthetically different point of view.
I think we all want good outcomes. We just see different ways of getting there. Correct?
The canceling thing is interesting. And I like respect that you're like, no, like fuck that. I don't like want to get someone fired for like shit that I think is over the line. Yeah. I have seen a lot of like people in like the more like America First, like online conservative thing be like, well, no, like that's principled and all, but we have to fuck these people up. Like, that's what they're saying. Which I think is, like, it's more honest that they're going about it this way. That it's like, yeah, we're hypocrites, but, like, who gives a shit? In the end, no one gives a shit about being a hypocrite.
Well, there is a new faction that says, yeah, we do love cancel culture, and we want to cancel the other side, too. And I think they're honest about it.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
Yeah, like, no one's... Everyone in America is a hypocrite. Like, the experience of being an American is that you're a hypocrite, right? And so it's every stated value you have, whether you're on the right or the left, you're in some ways like betraying it just by the American lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like whether you are like a true libertarian, so many facets of your life. True libertarian.
The worst people ever.
You claim to be a libertarian.
You
claim to be a libertarian, and yet you haven't even flirted with a single 14-year-old. That's fucked up. Not a real libertarian.
Like. True libertarian. There are people who like really they're into that libertarian lifestyle. They're off the grid, but it's like so much of what they do is it's government funded.
True.
It's DARPA made the internet. The CIA probably made Bitcoin. You can't get away from it.
Yeah, so they're utilizing different things.
Everyone is.
Yeah,
but we all are. We all are. And it's like, me, I'm like, fuck the American empire. Why do we need to be in all these places? I'm benefiting from it though, as an American.
Of course.
That's the experience of being an American, though.
We are all a part of the labor aristocracy, no matter what part of the process we're a part of. That's just like something that even the average 9-to-5er or even like the fucking gig economy worker in the United States experiences when they're able to fucking get like when they're able to go to Forever 21 and get like fast fashion shit for $5. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's still like very much a part of that. Anyway, listen,
so are we
all that stuff is boring. We were looking at Ben Shapiro frothing out the mouth about AOC. We can play some of your greatest hits real quick because I feel like there's a lot of people,
warm everyone up.
There's a lot of people in here who don't understand, okay? There's a lot of people who don't understand what's going on. Okay? You are a big Ron DeSantis fan.
Oh, no. Oh, like I can't. Don't even bring him up.
So you said Ron DeSantis' family belong to the White House. They are the epitome of what a president and a first family should be. So what's up? What about Ron DeSantis does it for you? Is he hot?
Let me think? No.
Because I want to do that. I want to talk to you about like who you think are the hottest conservative commentators.
Okay, we can go there in a second. Okay, what I love about Ron, I love that he goes about his business, I think, in a smart way. I love how he implements policy. He doesn't just run his mouth. He does things. And, I love a loudmouth, clearly, but I think his way of doing it, where he just responds to people who back him into a corner, I think is really effective. And I think he's really good at attracting people who may not share all of his political beliefs.
Do you think he's better than Donald Trump? Is Donald Trump washed? Be honest.
What do you mean?
Like, because like, look, we love how swagged out Donald Trump is. Okay, we're big Trump supporters.
Yeah,
we love Donald Trump.
I saw that MAGA hat when I came in. I was stripping.
Big fan. But I don't know. I feel like Ron DeSantis is like more anti-vax than Donald Trump, and like Has Donald Trump peaked? Is Ron DeSantis going to defeat Donald Trump in 2024?
Mr. Trump hasn't announced if he's running or not.
Okay, but like he's fucking doing.
He hasn't announced. He loves just the getting everybody going. So he hasn't announced that yet. But I think if Ron took the stage, he would do really well. Let's just say that.
He's got enough swag. Do you think he could like pull off what Trump is pulling off? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think he can totally push forward the MAGA movement, and I don't think it's just MAGA. I think he's attractive to people on the other side who think this current administration's doing a terrible job.
Did you watch his Arizona? Did you watch his Arizona rally?
I didn't. I missed it.
Oh my God, you're a fake fan, dude.
No,
get out of here.
You literally voted for Trump if you're watching the Arizona rally.
I did not.
You
but
have been
I
upset. Do you want to date him? Like
What?
everybody wants
Yes.
to date AOC.
Yes, I want to date Donald Trump. Thank
I'll
you.
introduce you.
He has. I think he has one of the most powerful pussies out of any president of all time. Did you? What is that?
What?
I can't believe it. That's too much for you to hear.
Everyone saw him when he was like getting on.
I'm a conservative, Hasan. I'm like very.
Oh yeah.
Proper.
Look at this.
Yeah, dude, when he was getting on the helicopter.
No, this one's the best. But the helicopter one's incredible too. But like.
How did you do you go to sleep looking at this? Do you do this before you go to bed?
Yeah, before I go to sleep, I need to jerk off. This is what gets me going. Nothing else.
I've never seen this picture before.
You've never seen this?
No,
you never saw this.
How are you a Trump supporter without seeing this?
Because I don't have an obsession with him like your side. I just liked his policy and I liked his tweets.
But if you're on Twitter, like all the libs, every time he'd say something, libs would like post his picture at him. I've seen this picture probably 1,000 times.
I've genuinely never seen that.
The helicopter one's pretty good.
Helicopter one, you really see how he's.
Oh
built.
shit, Brandon is live, dude.
Okay. Brandon.
We gotta watch this. We gotta watch this. Yeah, it's Brandon.
He's off the Vyvanse. Look at him. His eyes are like mostly open.
It's not good.
Illegal in this country. You know those
what's
bills
Brandon
you
talking
get
about
that
now?
You don't expect them to $2,000 to $5,000 from the hospital beyond what you thought you were going to have to owe because of the consultation you weren't told was going to cost that much?
Audio is so terrible.
No more. They're now illegal. Thanks to the American Rescue Plan and other actions we've taken, we've seen record job creation, record economic growth in the past year.
He's on the good Vyvanse.
Now, thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure bill, we're about to make a record investment in rebuilding America to take us to be the number one best infrastructure in the world.
Oh, the Build Back Better is done. He's just pumping up the bipartisan.
We'll be creating better
now.
jobs for millions of people, modernizing our roads, our bridges, our highways, our ports, our airports.
Why are you anti-infrastructure
Everything
spending?
from
because it's like
making
20%
clean water,
infrastructure
removing
and 80%
lead pipes,
bullshit.
that every American
We'll
can turn on a faucet and drink clean water. Urban and rural and suburban communities. It's going to make affordable high-speed internet available to every American.
No shot.
In urban, rural, and suburban areas. We've never done that before. Now we are. We're in the process of getting that
Give
done.
him like $250 billion
Still,
tax
for
breaks
all this
since,
progress,
like 1980s.
I know there's a lot
It
of
will be the
frustration
96 Telecom
and
Act all
fatigue
over
in this
again.
country. And we know why. COVID-19, Omicron has now been challenging us in a way that it's the new enemy. But while it's cause for concern, it's not cause for panic. We've been doing everything we can,
he can't
learning
fix it,
and adapting
so now he
as
wants
fast
to
as we
act like
can,
it's no big deal.
and preparing for a future beyond the
Giving
pandemic.
up on COVID.
All I know that after
Hold
almost
him
2
accountable.
years of physical, emotional, and
He's been
psychological
consistent
weight of this
on
pandemic,
Omicron is like
that
natural
had
immunity
impacted
spreading
sanity.
everywhere. I want someone to come
For
spit
many
in
of
my
us,
mouth with Omicron.
it's been too much to
So
bear.
I
Have you
can
gotten
get
it?
it over with.
We're in a
No,
very
I haven't
different
gotten
place
I'm
now.
waiting to get it.
We have
Are you
to
not
now.
vaccinated?
Huh?
Vaccines.
Are you vaccinated?
Oh, do you have AIDS,
Masks.
Hassan? My health information's private. You don't.
Oh, that's what they say.
I have no idea. It's private.
That's what people say when they're vaccinated and don't want to admit it, which is fine. It's fine. It's cool.
It's private.
Oh, no,
Okay.
totally.
I'm not
Alright.
gonna check. I'm not gonna check your
okay.
health status.
My man pulled a HIPAA violation like
Damn,
fucking
HIPAA.
Marjorie Taylor Greene over
Adding
here.
about 9 million more vaccinations each week. We're going to stick with our vaccination efforts because vaccinations work. So get vaccinated, please, and get your booster. Look, we're also increasing testing. Should we have done more testing earlier? Yes, but we're doing more now. We've gone from 0 at-home tests a year ago to 375 million tests on the market in just this month. If you
Remember
buy
when
a
he
test
said
in
it
the
couldn't be
store,
done,
your insurance
and they
will
laughed
reimburse
about
you.
it, and then they were like,
On
just
top of
kidding,
that,
we're gonna do it.
we're making
But
1
even then,
billion,
it's like, it's
1
too late
billion
now.
at-home tests available for
It was
you
a
to
lonely
order
time for me.
and be
I'm part of the
delivered to your home
pro-vaccine, no
for free.
testing movement.
Just visit
Everyone
covidtest.gov.
should get vaccinated, but
to know
no
how
one
to
should
get
get
that
tested.
free
So were y'all sad
test
about the
kit to your
OSHA
home.
mandate? Not
In
going
addition,
through, or were you
there are
indifferent?
20,000
I don't give a
sites
shit.
don't
where you
care.
can get tested in
wish-
person for
I was
free
like, when the
now.
vaccine started, I was hoping
And
that,
now,
like, I was
we
like,
have
yeah,
more
everyone
treatments
will
that
get
people
it, but
can.
I feel like everyone's on
for
the
people
same
to keep
page
people out of the
here.
hospital.
It's like we're sick
And
of this
any-
shit. I was really hopeful that people would get it.
This is very boring. That's why I muted it
He's
while
like
you guys
the
are talking.
Of these new Pfizer pills.
He's not.
More than any
is.
He
country
doesn't
in the
know what
world.
he's doing.
No, when he exactly. So when he is at its best, it's like when they just let him out of the fucking cryo chamber and they just like roll him out, and then he just does what we call the Mac attack, okay? Where he's just like fucking
When he called that guy fat.
yeah.
Like, that was shit. That's our favorite shit.
challenging Donald Trump to a push-up competition, or like how he's gonna beat him out
Beat
back.
him up.
Yeah.
Beat him
Yeah,
up
that
out
stuff is
back.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like we want more of that, but like they won't let him do it because he has like fucking loser dem consultants that are like, please sir, don't do that. You will actually become popular. You know, it's fucking bullshit.
Well, people liked it when he did that shit. That's the only reason he could hold on while everyone was beating him in every state.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he held.
Well, that and also like $7 gazillion of earned media coverage about how incredible he is.
School districts have spent this money very well.
I mean, that was after South
Unfortunately,
Carolina.
some haven't.
I mean, he is the media president. Like, think about it this way: he's the media president in every way because, like, what happened after he followed Supreme Leader Donald Trump's incredible Afghanistan pullout plan, which no one else could have done. Okay, after he followed that to a T, the media, the war hawks in the media, immediately were like, "Fuck you." They said, "Let's go, Brandon," as well, and then his popularity plummeted. Why? Because the media has the capacity to build him, and they have the capacity to destroy him because he's nothing without the MSNBC, CNN, mainstream media like propping him up as like a good leader.
So are you admitting that Trump kind of surpassed needing the media to...
We're not there yet.
I mean, Trump has his own media.
He had
Fox News.
he had his own system.
Now,
And
the
he had his
second
own
challenge
system.
we're facing are prices.
He
COVID-19
knew how to
has
create a
created a lot of
storyline.
economic complications.
Yeah.
That's one thing you cannot deny about man.
He's
Rapid
great,
price
brilliant
increases
storyteller.
across
He
the world.
could create a storyline that he was the hero of, like to his people. Biden can't really like rile up his guys like that.
Because who
Critical
are his
job
guys?
in making sure that
His guys are people that
elevated
voted
prices
for him
don't
because they
become
just didn't want Donald Trump to be
Rest of the
president.
Federal
I'm
Reserve,
glad you admit that.
which has a dual mandate:
Oh, that's what he ran
full
on.
employment
You know?
Yeah.
and stable
Not
prices.
Trump.
The Federal Reserve provided extraordinary support during the crisis for the previous year and a half. Given the strength of our economy and the pace of recent price increases, it's appropriate, as the federal chairman, the Fed Chairman Powell, has indicated, to recalibrate the support that is now necessary. I respect the Fed's independence, and I've nominated 5 superb individuals to serve on the Federal Board of Governors, men and women from a variety of ideological
Volcker time.
perspectives. They're eminently
Those rates are
qualified,
going up.
historically diverse, and have earned bipartisan praise. And I call on the United States Senate to confirm them without any further delay. And here at the White House, and for my friends in Congress, the best thing to tackle high
Your
prices
side aren't addressing anything your
is a
guests are
more
saying. The fuck is this
productive
Joe Rogan
economy
bullshit?
with greater capacity. to
People are
deliver
mad at
goods
me
and
that I'm
services to the
not
American
like
people.
dunking on you or debating
And
you.
a
Hold
growing
on.
economy.
We'll
where
get
folks have
there,
more choices
fuckers.
and more small businesses.
We're about to
compete,
argue about the Volcker
and more
rule.
goods can
and all
get
the
to
stuff
market
Paul Volcker
faster
did.
and
This is a
cheaper.
debate about Paul Volcker.
I've laid out a
former Fed
3-part
chairman.
plan to do just that. First, fix the supply chain.
Joe is like, he's not really
COVID-19
fucking
has
up.
had a global
He
impact on the
sucks.
economy.
Fix the supply
When a
chain.
factory
I wish he
shuts
could
down
fuck
in one
up
part
more.
of
I
the
wish he would
world,
fuck up more and be way
shipments
more
to
energetic.
shops and homes and
You
businesses
notice
all
that
over
like
the
he's
world
on different
are
drug
disrupted.
cocktails when you see him. Like that is one thing I
COVID-19 has
believe that
compounded
it's like
that
when he
many
debated
times
Bernie,
over.
they put him on like an upper.
A couple of months
super
ago,
stack, and that's why he
in
was
this
so
very
normal.
room, we
in that
talked.
one.
We heard
He did what he
dire
needed to
warnings
do.
The best
about
kind of
how the
drugs.
supply chain
Other times
problems
it's
could
like
create a real
they're
crisis
probably
around
giving
the
him like a
holidays.
speedball.
So we
Here,
acted.
this is like
We brought together
Dexies,
business
which
and
are a
labor.
pro-drug.
and that much
That's what they
predicted
give pilots,
crisis did
so he can
not
just be
occur.
like even.
Yeah, he's on like
99% of the
narcolepsy
packages were
medication.
delivered on
Yeah.
time, and shelves
So
were
were
stocked.
y'all depressed about Bernie?
Notwithstanding the
Yeah,
recent
it was
storms
awful.
that have impacted
It fucking sucked.
many parts of our
It
country,
was terrible. No two ways
the
about
share
it.
I
of
preferred
goods
Bernie before he
in
was a
stock
Democrat.
at stores is 89%
Some
now,
people say he never was.
which is barely
Let's be
changed
honest,
from
they're-
the 91%
Well, he
before
sold
the
out. He
pandemic.
used to be anti-immigration. That's a Koch brothers idea. Did he not? Did he not?
That's why you like Bernie, because he was anti-immigration.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's like
Fuck
he
yeah.
has like a sea of incredible ideas, and you were like, that's the one
He
reason.
said it before he sold out to the Democrat
But he wasn't-
Party. It's his word.
He wasn't anti-immigration. He was like the way that like
he
the
said
way
we
that-
were bringing in way too many people.
right where it's
So
like
great.
where it's like oh,
Agreed.
like do you think that like George Soros or whoever like they support this out of the goodness of their heart, or is it like Brexit where people in London want to pay a Polish guy nothing to fix their toilet?
Oh wow, U.S. is letting teens drive big rigs in test program to help ease supply chain
Let's go,
shortage.
dude.
That's fucking awesome. Let's go, Brandon. That's dope. That's pretty cool. They should let teens drive big rigs.
Yeah, some teens
Yeah.
some teens are ready, some are not.
Like
to
if
drive
they're
the
if
big
they're
rigs.
large enough, I think.
Yeah.
Because what else are they doing? These teenagers get them. I think child labor is great. We should get back to that. That was
I mean, we do let 19-year-olds like point
Pussy.
a fucking laser pointer and make planes fly over it and just drop hundreds of millions of dollars of bombs on people.
It's true, but
Why not a big rig? Why not?
That today
I just don't see an argument. If you're gonna do one, do the
Well,
other.
I think one is because like it's much easier. It's a direct, it's like applicable skill from like video games, whereas like big rig trucking simulators are not as popular.
Right.
So I think like you know how America's Army came out to like improve military recruitment numbers.
Yeah.
Like a mil sim. They should do that, but for big rig trucking before they test out this program. But they didn't, which is fine. But we'll get there.
Nobel Prize winners for economics say it will
Are you still
ease
talking about the Fed
long-term
board?
inflationary
Love
pressure.
The Fed board.
The bottom line, if price increases are what you're worried about, the best answer is my Build Back Better plan. Third thing we're going to do, promote competition. Look, in too many industries, a handful of giant companies dominate the market in sectors like meat processing, railroad, shipping, and other
This is my favorite type of Democrat speech.
This isn't a new issue.
Because it's like we
It's
see the
not-
problems. It's like them saying like we understand the science over and over again, and then following up with like, but we're gonna do nothing about it.
But over time, it has
Well, what's
reduced
his policy
competition,
that he's gonna have like a conviction
squeezed out small
investigating
businesses
antitrust?
and farmers, ranchers, and increased the price for consumers.
No, I mean
We
that's
end
like
up
the
with an
perfect
industry
shitty
like
Democrat
the meat
policy.
processing industry, where
They
four
won't even
big
do that.
companies dominate
Right.
the markets. Pay ranchers less for their cattle they grow, charge consumers more for beef, hamburger meat, whatever they're buying. Prices are up. Look, I'm a capitalist, but capitalism
thank
without
God.
competition is not capitalism. It's exploitation.
This
I
is
signed an executive order.
this is
to
the
tackle unfair
funny new
competition in
like
our economy.
like Joe
We're
Biden
going
is
to
a
continue
social
to enforce it,
democrat.
Yeah.
along with
Like-
working with Congress where we
Like
can.
the guy who literally
close
made
with
a
this.
living, well, not even a good living, but just
Some of
made a
the
living
biggest
fucking
challenges.
deregulating banks when he was in the Senate, is now like, that's what we got to do, Jack. We got to improve competition. Like, we got to keep that alive.
Well, he
It's
never.
exploitation.
He didn't.
I
Get,
read Piketty.
he read Piketty. He's
laying
the new Michael
foundation for the
Harrington.
future, where America wins the 21st
Michael
century
Harrington also pro-Israel.
by
But
creating jobs at a record pace.
that's the thing. Biden never
we
made
need
a
to
lot
get
of money
inflation
while he
under
was in the
control.
Senate. He only
We have
after
developed
he was vice
an
president.
extraordinarily
But his deal
effective
always
booster
was
shots
like,
and
I'm
antiviral
deregulate
pills.
this shit.
Now
but,
we
like,
need
you
to
have give
finish
my
the
son a
job to get COVID-19
And they're
under
like, okay.
control.
Yeah, that's the fucking
I've long
craziest
said,
thing. Like, he
It's
didn't
never
even
been
get
a
the
good
bag. What
bet
a
to bet
bitch.
against the American people
Like,
or America.
You have
Never
like
believe that.
Joe Manchin, who's just fucking caked up.
Drives a
and-
Maserati. That's
Killing it.
But the
Looks sick in a
Maserati,
Maserati.
is like I will take an anti-Maserati stance here. They're like 80 grand. You know what I mean? Like if you're making like $5 million a year from your fucking brother's like coal mine, okay, that while sitting on the fucking energy committee, like you should drive a G-Wagon.
office.
Like what the fuck? You should drive something that a rapper would drive.
Your
Okay, you
signature
should not be
domestic
driving a fucking
legislation is stalled in
Maserati, which is like what you drive if you're a fucking CPA and you're not caked enough to get like a 100K car, so you got like an 80K car.
COVID-19
Google
is still
what is
taking the
Mark
lives
Warner
of 1,500 Americans
Mark
every
Warner
day.
has like $500 million.
And the nation's divisions are just as raw as
Probably
they
he's like
were
a
a year
fucking
ago.
Kia guy, you
Did
know
you
what I mean?
overpromise to the American public what you could achieve in your first year in office? And how do you plan to course correct going forward?
Why are you such an optimist? Look,
No one even cares.
I didn't
man.
overpromise, but I have probably
Warner's so rich.
outperformed what anybody
Yeah,
thought
he
would
has
happen.
like $500 million.
The fact of the matter is that we're in a situation where we have made enormous progress. You mentioned the number of deaths from COVID. Well, it was 3 times that not long
Wait a
ago.
minute.
It's coming down. Everything's
Go
changing.
to upper left-hand corner.
It's getting
upper
better.
left-hand.
Look, I didn't overpromise,
This is boring.
but I think if you take a look at what we've been able to do, you'd have to acknowledge we made enormous progress. But one of the things that I think is something that
He made
one
enormous
thing I
progress.
haven't
There were
been
more
able to
deaths last year.
is get my Republican friends to get in the game of making things better in this country. For example, I was reading the other day, and I wrote the quote down so I don't misquote him. A quote from Senator Sununu when he decided that he wasn't going, Governor Sununu, when he decided he wasn't going to run for the Senate in New Hampshire. Here's what he said. They were all, for the most quote,
That's
they
like
were
a
all,
Lincoln
for the
Town
most
car,
part,
actually. No, it looks like
content
an
with
old
the
7
speed at which
series,
they
no?
weren't doing anything.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Zoom out.
It was very clear that we just had to hold the
maybe.
line for 2 years.
Chat, what do you think Mark Warner's driving?
So I'm just going to be a roadblock for the next 2 years? That's not what I do, Sununu said. He went on to say it bothered me that they were okay with that. Then he goes on to say, I said,
looks like an
okay,
older 7
so we're not going to get
that's
stuff
kinda cool.
done if we win the White House back.
He should be in a Maybach.
If we win the
though.
White
He has
House
$500 million.
Why didn't we do anything in 2017 and 2018? And then he said, how the Republican Sununu spoke to answer the challenge? He said, crickets, yeah, crickets. They had no answer.
I'm so
I
bored.
did not
I know this sucks. Like,
This is killing me
stalwart
faster than
to make
COVID
sure
They need to
really
give him
ends
like a
back.
the most
live
important
crowd.
thing
They need
was
to give him a
that
crowd.
President
that,
Biden
fucks
didn't
with
get
him and
anything
fucks
done.
with them back. That's
Think
where the
about this.
magic
What are
is.
Republicans for? What are they for? Name me one thing
Kick your
they're
ass.
for.
what are
And
we
so
for?
the problem here is that I think what I have to do in the change in tactic, if you will, I have to make clear to the American people what we are for. We've passed a lot. We passed a lot of things that people don't even understand what's all that's in it, understandably. Remember when we passed the Affordable Care Act?
He's doing the thing again.
And
Oh
everybody
God.
thought that
He's doing that.
really
He's
was
doing
getting
the we're the adults in the room thing where it's like, dude, it's like it's the dumbest fucking
Pain
thing
with,
you could do. Oh, remember when we passed the
healthcare
Affordable Care Act?
campaign.
Oh, sick, dude. Well, you didn't do
And,
that.
I went into I wasn't in
That
office.
was-
I went
that
to
was
a whole
fucking-
bunch of districts campaigning for Democrats.
Like
and
he's
Republican
talking about
districts said
shit
they
from the
wanted to do away
fucking
with-
Obama
with,
administration.
Healthcare with Obamacare.
What the fuck?
And I started pointing out that if you did that, pre-existing conditions would no longer be covered. And they said, huh?
This is
So
Drake.
do y'all
didn't
want
know
like
that.
4 more years of
We
this
didn't
in
know that. And guess
2024?
what?
What do you want?
We
What's your
won
perfect
over
plan?
38
I think we gotta
seats.
split the whole thing up.
I want
Because we
a
had to
Liz
explain to
Cheney
the
ticket. I
people
love Liz
exactly
Cheney.
what, in
Stop.
fact,
I want
You
Liz Cheney.
warmonger? You're a
I
warmonger.
want Liz Cheney to be the
Gross.
girl boss, slay queen that America deserves. Okay, I want a unity ticket. AOC Liz Cheney, 2020,
Why won't
2024.
Why won't Trump like actually put her in
I don't
prison?
have time to take a picture.
Like he won't put Liz Cheney in prison.
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
what
put
Trump
anyone in
Warren Hillary.
prison. He
Yeah,
doesn't
he didn't
fire
ever do
Yeah, he's a
Hillary.
pussy. He's a pussy. There
He's
you go.
kind of
Say
afraid
it.
of confrontation.
Say it.
You have to admit that.
He's
You
too
have
much
to
of
admit
a.
he's like afraid of
All he's got
confrontation.
is Twitter fingers, and now his Twitter fingers are taken as well. So now he's got nothing.
Well, Truth Social comes out next month. Are you going to be on it, Hasan?
Probably not.
Wait, is there? Don't you guys have like 5 things like that?
God, no, I'm
Rumble, get her,
Rumble,
party.
get her.
Stop. I believe in being on the normal shit.
No, because you have to own the lips. Okay, everybody likes owning the lips.
Exactly. You gotta be on.
Because liberals froth out of the mouth when
Yeah.
they and it's really funny. And you can't own the libs because like no one's going on the fucking
On
pedophile
Getter, right.
pedophile Nazi website. The only liberals on fucking Getter are gonna be FBI agents that are like, hey, you should get some Tenorite to kill fucking politicians, right? Like that's cool. And so there's no liberals on there to own. So everybody wants to be on Twitter.
That's
You're right.
prescription drugs.
How much
That's making
longer
sure
is
you have
this ass?
access to all the things that everybody else has. We can
This
afford
is
to
like-
do that. We
This
can't
is the
afford not
exact
to do
same
it.
thing. It's
So
Drake
I
at the
tell my
concert
Republican
singing a
friends,
song about him being
here
a
I come.
lesbian.
This is
The
going to be
exact same
about
shit.
what are you for? What are you for? and lay out what we're for. Mary Bruce, ABC.
Thank you, Mr. President. You mentioned your Republican colleagues, but right now your top two legislative priorities, your social spending package and voting rights legislation, are stalled, blocked by your own party after months of negotiation. You are only guaranteed control of Washington for one more year before the midterms. Do you need to be more realistic and scale down these priorities?
Okay, I have two strategies. One, like the whips actually get a whip. Yeah. And then I am the one who's doing it. Like they need to give it to me. Like I get to actually whip someone if they're not, in order to whip the votes. Yeah. And then the second one is what I call the gauntlet. So what I think is like if there's a politician and there's like constant polling done, right? And the polling isn't like fucking lame, like landline polling or whatever the fuck we do, but like actual polling. Where every citizen is like, 1 or 0. Like, do they like the politician or do they not like the politician? So if your approval rating dips below a certain percentage, okay, and you are, saying like, oh, I'm going to not let filibuster reform happen because it's too divisive or whatever the fuck, then one of your constituents, like the biggest one, gets to throw the gauntlet and beat the shit out of you in the floor of the Senate.
I'm for it.
That's totally filibuster reform, because it's like, and then you could do it pay-per-view, you could do it on C-SPAN, everybody would watch it. It is direct action. It is, it gets people excited to be involved personally, and it's simultaneously like a fitness program where like everyone will work out and cycle Anavar and do all the good steroids to be able to be the biggest person. To be the biggest person in their state, to be able to beat the shit out of Joe Manchin in the floor of the Senate. I think it's a great idea.
It is the only thing that like everyone universally wants, which is just like everyone in the Senate to be in pain.
Yeah,
they do have it coming.
That's true.
Everyone's got it coming.
Anything that
and then you can do that for like Dan Crenshaw, right? Like, I mean, he's a Navy SEAL or whatever. But like, think about
why do you hate Dan Crenshaw?
Warmonger.
Wow. Okay.
Let's go.
Fuck him.
But wait, you like Donald Trump though?
Donald Trump did.
Just shut up, Hasan.
But like Donald Trump.
He moved the embassy. He let them move the embassy. He did that shit.
That was huge. That was a terrible. It was
monumental, right?
He killed Soleimani. That was their guy. That was their guy.
He killed the one like signature Obama administration accomplishment that was like actually fucking decent from a foreign policy perspective, which was like the denuclearization agreement. Not that I give a shit. Like I think Felix and I agree. Like let Iran have nukes. I don't care. 100%, 100,000%. It's obvious. Like since we're living in a post-Gaddafi universe where like they will literally say you have a nuclear program, even if you don't have a nuke, and then they'll say, okay, you gave up the nukes, and then they'll kill you. So like, it's just that's the principle of the Second Amendment, right? A well-armed society is a polite society. Right. If everybody has nukes, nobody
has nukes.
Then exactly. Why can't some countries participate in the mutually assured self-destruction, nuclear holocaust strategy?
Israel has nukes.
Yeah, a lot of them. Lots of them as well.
Praise the Lord. You do not think that. I don't believe Christian. I don't believe that you like give a shit. I don't believe that you are like, yeah, we gotta make more settlements.
No,
you don't give a shit.
You do not have the politics of an evangelical.
I'm very tight with the evangelicals. But if you want to talk about Dan Crenshaw, so one thing that pisses me off about him, even Hasan goes, oh well, he was a SEAL, whatever. Love him for that. I don't like uplifting people who have some sort of victimhood and then we can't criticize them because they were Navy SEAL. And y'all do that with Greta fucking
I love
Thunberg.
That.
We can't criticize climate change or anything, or you're going after the autistic girl.
People yelled at me for calling her an industry plant. So
she's an industry plant. That's a good one.
She is. I don't have anything against it. It's not her fault. It's her mom.
Well,
mom's bad.
fault.
Yeah,
It's
not her fault.
Nobody cares about Greta Thunberg. Let's be real. One way or the other. I think it's like you're a fucking weirdo if you're like extremely angry about Greta Thunberg. You know what I mean? It's like
true.
Wait, who's this? Let's see.
If this isn't passed, do you still believe the upcoming election will be fairly conducted and its results will be legitimate?
I don't know anything about her, but
you mean she's pretty?
Well, it all depends on
all reporters are beautiful, in my opinion.
Whether or not we're able to.
That was a weird one from you.
That was American people. some of this is
I'm
being
telling you,
set
can't
up
tell, though.
to
Her
try
mask
to
is
alter
big.
the outcome of the election. And it's one thing, look, maybe I'm just being too much of an optimist. Remember how we thought not that many people were going to show up to vote in the middle of a pandemic? We had the highest voter turnout in the history of the United States of America. Well, I think if, in fact, no matter how hard they make it for minorities to vote, I think you're going to see them willing to stand in line.
You're not for the voting
and
rights.
defy
The voting
the
rights.
attempt.
Oh, you mean having an ID to vote? Yeah.
No. But you say that, but the HR1 quite literally has that. So the voting rights legislation that Democrats are currently trying to pass that will never pass because of the filibuster.
Praise the Lord.
But that actually has voter ID in it. Like that institutes
But I
a
also
voter
don't
ID
like
measure.
mail-in voting. So
Why not?
Why not?
So you can just send a bucket of votes
How do you think,
to an apartment.
How do you think Donald Trump votes?
Okay.
He does mail it in.
He literally mails it in.
He doesn't like going.
How do you
to
think the
place.
state of
No,
Florida?
absentee is a lot different than mail-in.
In what way is it different?
Wait, why?
Because it's not being. I mean, it's for people who are specifically out of the state. It's not just being mailed to random apartments, bucket loads of votes.
No, there's universal mail-in ballot registration in numerous states, though. Republican states as well. I think Utah is one of them, is it not? And Florida is another one if you want it as well.
You mean they have like what do you mean?
Or Oregon. Plenty of states in the United States of America have what is basically mail-in ballot registration that everybody gets.
Oh, I don't care if
they
it's
want it.
Republican or Democrat. I want us all going to the polls to vote. End of discussion. Red state, blue state. Make it a national holiday so nobody has to go to work. We just all go vote on Monday.
Okay, what you're describing is literally the Democrat buildup.
But,
like, not to
but
give them too
no
much credit.
mail-in, no mail-in bullshit.
But,
They're
like-
all so no, it's not.
Everybody
but,
votes by mail in a lot of states.
Christian, there was
I don't care.
There was like way more election fraud when it was like that. It was like Tammany Hall like stole all those fucking elections, and it was in person. Everyone was going in. They still stole everything. Chicago, we used to do the same shit. It's all in person. You can, if you really want to steal an election, you're doing it however.
But it's not
You know
going to
what I mean?
happen. It's not going to
Like,
happen by voter fraud, which is what Republicans claim it is how it's done. Because in order to activate people to be able to go out and commit voter fraud, like nobody gives a shit. No one is going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go do voter fraud. What does happen is election fraud, in which like people will collect ballots and toss them out or whatever the fuck. That does happen. But this idea that like people are getting like illegally, people are getting excited to go and vote illegally for like a fucking Democrat. That's not real. The plurality in this country of voter eligible voters don't even vote. So if anything, we have too little people voting and not more people voting.
So why are you so married to mail-in then? If we can make it a national holiday,
To make it
if you
easier for
show
working
up-
class individuals to be able to vote.
Well, let's make it a week-long national holiday.
But like, there are no real national holidays in America because someone's always driving for Grubhub. Someone's always like cleaning the fucking shelves at CVS.
Yeah.
It's the invisible people of America who never
then
get a day off.
Then they're way too tired to go home and fill it out and
No,
send it in.
no, it just-
Way
come
too-
on,
you
man.
just stop in, put your vote in, and
Think about it this
you're
way.
well on your way.
Think about it this way. First of all, we don't have public transportation in most places. So that's one way that you're already eliminating so many people from being able to go out and vote. So there's that. We don't have, we have rural areas in this country where, poor people are living, hundreds of miles away from the fucking nearest polling station or whatever. And because of that, we already have this process in place. I don't have an issue with mail-in voting. Like, I don't have a problem with that at all. I think it's smart. It's effective. That's how Donald Trump got the most amount of votes. Think about that. Donald Trump got more votes than he did the prior year or the prior election season, and more votes than any Republican's ever gotten because, more people were able to vote for him. So I think it's just honest to allow people to be able to go out and vote.
Yeah.
Okay, well, y'all stick with your ghetto mail-in. I still want to show up in person.
I have not. I did not vote since the New York primaries.
You haven't voted?
I voted for Bernie in the New York primaries even after
So you
the war
didn't
was
vote
over.
for Bat? You were like,
No,
fuck it.
no. I live in New York. Who gives a fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Even if I lived in
I'm a big
Ohio,
Let's Go Brandon head. I voted illegally for Joe Biden multiple times. Yeah,
Oh, God.
I did voter fraud. I'm the only one who did voter fraud in the
You're
country.
the reason you won California.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I illegally. Yeah, everywhere you go, everyone's a Republican secretly or openly, but
you
Joe
like
Biden keeps winning because I keep doing mail-in ballots. You know. I keep going to nursing homes, stealing their ballots, opening
Filling
them,
it out.
and then filling it out for Joe Biden.
And you registered extra people to your house.
Yeah, exactly. That's precisely what I did. That's how we won.
I was doing all the votes for all the people Cuomo killed, getting all that shit.
Hell yeah. So, we'll do this in a second.
Okay,
Hottest political commentator tier list.
Oh my god, that's our option. Okay, we got my homie Brace here.
Yeah.
I know him. We have to put him on S.
Okay. We won't do that yet. We won't do that yet. We're on to something here. We're on to something here. We're talking about Brandon is really boring.
He sucks.
Damn, 46,000 people are watching him though.
I know that's big for him.
Dude, he should run an ad right now.
That makes about 45%.
Oh shit! Speaking of ads, I gotta run one right now.
See that as a one-way
Fuck, good call. Top of the hour,
They
middle
go
of the
ahead and
hour,
cut it
whatever.
off.
60-second
It's
ad
like-
break coming to you right now. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, folks. Here's the 1-minute ad break now. Contractual obligation from Jeff Bezos. Okay, here it is. Good call, Felix. We are.
I'm sorry to all non-subscribers. I do apologize.
Yeah.
For whatever it means.
Okay. Let's continue.
In fact, is going on and how outrageous Russia is being. We're finding
Oh, he's
ourselves
talking
in a
about Russia,
position
the most
where
important.
I believe we'll
story.
see that there'll be severe
We need to
economic
finally
consequences.
invade Russia.
For example,
I think.
But that's the thing.
anything
That's
that
what's
involves
gonna
dollar
help.
denominations,
Tons
if
of
they
sanctions
make
against Russia.
if they invade,
He did do that.
Yeah, he wasn't even riding with fucking Vladimir Putin. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I literally think Russia is such a non-issue, and your side is so obsessed with it.
I'm not.
No.
Well, maybe it's not your side. That side.
Yeah. Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah,
They
that
suck.
side.
We
I
already
just-
know. But what we're trying to say is that the Trump train, if you will, took off at the same fucking station that the Democrats took off in as well. It's just the aesthetic differences. Like, there's a reason why this administration currently, first of all, has deported more immigrants than the prior one. Did you know that? Did you know that the Biden administration has deported more undocumented
Oh, is it
immigrants?
back to okay? Because that was the rumor with Obama. Meanwhile, the deportation definition under Obama was turned away at the border. That's not my definition of deportation.
No,
I
but-
mean in the country and is deported back.
Well, that's like Plan B versus abortion, right? It's like you're still accomplishing the same goal.
No, turning away someone at the border is not a deportation. Give me a break.
But that's what Donald Trump did as well.
Oh, I know.
That's what
I know.
that's what
I
Donald
wasn't
Trump did. That's why.
defending-
But even with that definition, Donald Trump still deported less than Obama, and Donald Trump still deported less than Biden so far. That's one thing. And the second thing I will say is, you think I'm assuming you think, the Mac attack is like a big open borders socialist, left of Lenin type guy, right? I assume that's what most Republicans think. I think they think he's like
The
for open
Biden type.
borders.
I know he's not as much as
They're using the same exact Title 42 provision right now to expel Haitian migrants from seeking asylum in any of the fucking border facilities. So
And didn't he put
that's the
back
same
in-
exact thing that they're using that was the Trump administration provision. So they're quite literally using the same facilities, the same exact laws, and also deporting more people than the Trump administration did. So there's that.
I mean, every American president does the same thing with
And they're
immigration.
defending it. And they're defending it in courts too. There's activist judges that want to strike it down. And the Biden prosecutors are fighting against that. The Biden administration lawyers are currently in the process of fighting to uphold Title 42, which is a Trump era CDC provision.
Like, every president does the same thing with immigration, right?
I
Like,
know
I'm
I'm against it.
Right, because it's like, well, like, do you agree that it's like, okay, we create these conditions in all these fucking countries. Like Haiti, perfect example. He's killed, like, their president, we kill him with U.S. agents. There's fucking decades and decades of us fucking with that place, of the West fucking with that place, of France fucking with that place for centuries. Guatemala, everywhere. our fucking fingers in the pie. We're fucking it up for somebody. They have to go. They don't. It's not that they want to go here to take something from them, but we're fucking up their home. But for the system we have, right? Whether you're a liberal who wants their bathroom cleaned, like somewhere in LA, or you're a fucking conservative who has like a chicken processing plant, you need this like
low wage.
Yeah, you need this like spigot of low wage workers. And the president is always aware of that. But they're like, okay, well, we can't have too many, or else like people are gonna get mad at me. So we have to have just the right amount of brutality to keep the right amount of people in. Biden does it. Obama does it. Trump. Trump shook hands with people he knew were like getting low wage workers from places that we fucked up.
And here's the part about it that is like absolutely correct is that two-tier immigration system that we currently have, because we know people are going to want to come in here because we fucked up their country in an irreparable fashion. That system does not need to exist. We could absolutely completely have a legal process where we actually allow every single person that wants to come in to go through the proper steps to be able to get the appropriate documentation. That's more jobs, that's more opportunities. But the reason why we don't do that, and the reason why we have a two-tier system, is exactly what Felix just said. It's not the undocumented immigration that is a problem. It's the fact that we refuse to document immigrants that are coming over the border so that Purdue chicken factories can just fucking, rape their workers, and refuse to pay them the proper wages that they actually deserve. And the moment that like the Guatemalan aunt says, hold up, there's a lot of back wages that we need to get paid, they literally call ICE on themselves because they know that they're only going to get a slap on the fucking wrist and then immediately go and hire more undocumented workers to take the place of the people that they fucking expelled from the country.
Well, two things. I'd rather help people in their countries than bring them here than load our country with more low-wage workers that drive wages down for other low-wage workers. I'm in favor of our current low-wage workers getting a raise. You're bringing in more low-wage workers, it's driving wages down. So, I understand your point of, fucking them up there. I'd rather help them there than import them here.
Okay, so you're in favor of just like you're with us where it's like, all right, CIA, like stop fucking with these places.
Absolutely.
All right.
I mean,
they can't fuck with those places anymore anyway. They got imposter syndrome.
Yeah, that's right. They're too anxious.
They're too anxious. They're breathing in the bags.
Said I'm a 29-year-old millennial with anxiety.
Imagine not being able to do a coup in fucking Venezuela, bro. Come on.
They did. America is still very powerful, still capable of a lot of evil. I will say, Bush would have been able to knock over Maduro.
Oh, yeah.
Back then, we've lost a lot. We took a lot of L's.
Oh, yeah. So, here's the thing. The real problem with undocumented labor is the two-tiered immigration system that we have created on purpose so that business owners, whether they're fucking liberals or Republicans, can get away with, like, slave wages, right? And that does have a capacity to depress wages overall. The other way that we depress wages overall is by destroying unions.
Hasan.
What?
You're anti-union?
Why are you
just say what you were gonna say.
No. I want to hear why you're anti-union, but like.
No, I just want to hear your point first.
Okay, so unions historically and still to this day, and there's like fucking shitty unions, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's like corruption within unions as well, but who cares? Unions have the capacity to increase wages even for non-unionized workers by 10%, no matter what, across the fucking board. And they do. They increase benefits, they increase wages, they offer, it's the least important, most important thing you can do in your workplace because it's the starting point. It's just what's fair. That if you are a worker that is generating value for your bosses, you should be able to at least say, hey, can we take a piece of these fucking profits and, pay ourselves more, or at the very least get like a day off when we want to, or be able to fill in.
Or you can find another job.
But you can't, because that is an absolute lie. The idea that like you can just leave your job and then go get another one is a total lie. Why?
How'd you get that first job to begin with?
Because your healthcare is tied to your job, right? Your healthcare is completely tied to your job. We do not have universal health care. You're saddled with debt because you went to college so you could improve
Thank God, don't go to college anymore.
Okay,
I'm in the anti-college movement.
Well, then you shouldn't have gone that student loan.
Okay, but people have done.
I do not think their lives should be ruined for the student loan. I'm just against college as a concept.
Dumb.
I like college. I think it's a fun experience. People should do it.
Vacation for 4 years.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone
deserves a vacation for 4 years where they're like they're like kind of treated as an adult.
But then don't ask me to pay for, or don't ask that loan to be forgiven when you chose to go. When you started working.
I think it should be. I think because other countries offer it for free, and also technically, it doesn't have to be a college either. It could be a technical school.
We can have the discussion about making it free, even though I'll never be on that train. But we can at least have the discussion when we're not bringing in more people.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you about like bringing in more people though. About immigration though, because like this is like you agree that it's like we all have this system. Every president does it.
Yeah.
But would you, if we stop doing it, if like you said, we stop bringing people in, there will be a change in all of our ways of life.
What do you mean? We're already experiencing it. Why do you think there's a labor shortage?
Right. Well, right. I mean, that's for a bit, but yeah, like if you think like supply chain or like empty shelves are bad now, just wait until we stop bringing people in. Just wait until we stop bringing in people who will like work for nothing.
You will not be able to
get very different.
No. If you stop bringing people in, wages start going up because there's less competition. Then people will want to do those low wage jobs because the wage will go up.
But we're
still bringing people in.
No, we're not.
We're bringing tons of
people. No, we're not. The precise reason why, once we've established that like it's technically not undocumented immigration that's depressing wages, it's the way that we have designed that system on purpose is the cruelty.
I don't think it's just undocumented either. I want to tone down legal as well.
You think America does it? You think America it takes too many immigrants?
I think we take in the most in the world.
Go
try Brazil, go try China, go try Russia. Why don't they take some people in?
They do take people in.
They don't take as many as we do.
Also, we have 330 million people in this country. We can definitely, and we have a lot of space. We can definitely take in way more immigrants. It's not a big deal at all. But what I'm saying is, the reason why wages are depressed, or the reason why wages go down, is not because like undocumented or documented labor is coming into the country and there's more labor. It's a lump of labor fallacy that was like disproven in the fucking 18th century. The reason why the wages are depressed in this country, despite productivity increasing year over year with technological achievements and yada yada, is because we have no support system for the American working class to be able to say, hey, at my workplace, like, it seems like we're making more money every single fucking year, but our salaries have remained the same. It's not adjusted to inflation. It's not adjusted to the cost of living. And we're still making dog shit fucking wages. Let's not do that. Let's get more money. We have no vehicle to be able to do that because we have no labor unions. It's not an accident that like every country where you look at the average wages for comparable jobs is much higher.
Think if we just raise wages for all these low class working class people, then the market's going to adjust and prices are going to rise as well. There could be
a price rise in the interim, but that price rise is never going to be as significant as the way people say it's going to be, and that's
I don't want to test it out.
No, but we know we have examples of this. You look at any other fucking country in Europe, which Republicans refuse to recognize exists. And you will see that the prices on certain goods are definitely higher than America.
I see the chat saying low class. I meant working class, low wage workers. Low wage.
Yeah. And also,
come on.
And
also, that's why I do a podcast instead of live. They fucking
no, I like being live. It's fun.
And also, not only that, but we already have an example of this working in other countries where like. It's not like
where?
A McDonald's hamburger in Denmark where people are getting paid fucking $20.
Immigration too, right?
That does not change the reality.
But they do. So I'm willing to have that conversation if we just implement some of their policies as well.
But that doesn't. Okay, but that doesn't
not
change
just
the
ignore
reality.
how they.
Immigration does not change wages as long as everyone is considered to be the same type of worker. What actually depresses or increases wages is a lack of unionization, because when there's more people coming in, there's more need for housing, there's more need for roads, there's more need for education, there's more need for everything else, which is precisely why immigration in and of itself, if everyone was documented, will not actually depress wages in any meaningful capacity whatsoever. It's how we do the immigration that actually has a capacity to depress wages.
Are you down for Denmark's diversity?
I mean, these countries are actually pretty diverse.
I know they are now, and
not now. Like they've
crime's gone
always
up
been. They've always been
significantly.
pretty diverse. I think that people completely misunderstand that and think that it's not.
I mean, they have like
And
still,
per
like,
capita, Denmark
better than
Denmark
a lot
allows
of
more
places in
people.
America.
Denmark allows 4.3 per per
I
1,000.
know they are now, and look how the rape rate's gone up too.
Well, that actually is, first of all, I don't know why Republicans ever mention rape laws or rape statistics in Europe. Every country has a different way of calculating. And the real reason why in Sweden, which is what you're referencing, not Denmark,
I know,
the real
Sweden.
reason why rape statistics have gone up in Sweden is because they changed the way that they document rape from maybe if you're a spouse, like if you're engaging in spousal rape, which Dennis Prager loves and is an advocate for.
He did write an article saying you should do that.
He wrote 2 articles saying you should rape your wife.
He was into that shit. He's a little freak.
He's had 7 wives. So.
Yeah, he's fucked up. He's fucked up, dude.
Anyway,
He's fucked
so
up.
the reason why the rape statistics skyrocketed in Sweden was not because of
Well, I was thinking
immigration.
Sweden and Germany. Germany, really.
Okay, but most of these countries actually have a different way of documenting rape, and that is the reason when they changed like the methodology for what they constitute as like a singular instance of rape. That's when you see gigantic differences in the rape statistics, not because of immigration. Also, Germany's entire economy is reliant on immigrant labor. If there wasn't Turkish immigration into Germany, there would be no engine driving the EU at this moment. It's quite literally the immigration that kept Germany alive in post-World War II.
And they have a similar thing there whenever they say some shit, whenever they talk shit about Erdogan, he's like, watch me turn the spigot. I'll either turn it off totally or I will flood you. Like, he's just said that. He's just been like,
I don't care.
Yeah, he's like, keep talking.
Yeah.
Well, he's talking about Syrians. Like, he has like, fucking 3 million Syrian refugees inside of Turkey, and he uses that as a counterpoint to say that, like, to use that as a counterpoint to be like, hey, don't threaten me. If you don't fucking jail this journalist that said I'm a pussy, I will literally send Syrian refugees to Germany.
Yeah, and that's, by the way, one of my 3 plugs I have to do today. Keep buying the lira. Buy the dip. The lira's going nowhere but up. Keep buying it. Trust the plan. I have a trillion liras right now.
Oh, here. See? Once again, rape laws changing in 2016, and rape law reformation is the reason why they skyrocket. It has nothing to do with immigration. A lot of these countries, if you look at their statistics, they've had high rates of like immigration for a very long time, 2 decades, 3 decades. The only reason why people are making a big stink of it now is because there is uncertainty and anxiety elsewhere, oftentimes economic anxiety and uncertainty, that they are aggressively, shifting over to immigrants coming in. It's bullshit. Anyway, so there's that. Not that it matters. You can keep saying whatever. I know conservatives will say it regardless, but for the record, like I said, this is the same exact thing in Sweden as well, where it's like in Sweden, for example, spousal rape, if like a husband rapes their wife 100 times over the course of a year, that's not calculated as 1 instance of rape anymore. It's calculated as 100 instances of rape. That's why there was a big skyrocketing of rape numbers. Anyway, let's continue. What else is Brandon saying?
And again, I go back to...
Yeah, I know.
I go back
John
to...
McCain is
Parkinson.
funny.
John McCain,
Yes!
dude.
Yes!
Law. I mean,
Rest in piss. Rest in piss, John McCain. We don't like... We like heroes that weren't captured.
Oh.
Think about it.
Okay, straight up.
Did you ever think...
John McCain, anti-imperialist hero.
One
Anti-imperialist
man
legend.
Yes, dude.
I do
intimidate
remember in
an
like
entire
3rd grade,
party
whenever that election was, we had like a
where they're
slip in my
unwilling
school, and you could like
to
vote
take
for Obama
any
or
vote
McCain, and that was the worst
contrary
vote
to
I've
what he
ever
thinks should be
passed in
taken
my life. I voted
for
for
fear
McCain.
of being defeated.
You voted for John McCain?
But I was
McCain?
8. But I was
Damn.
8. I didn't know.
Damn. Mine's been
That's
conservative
tough.
since
That's
day
tough.
one.
No.
That's tough.
Bump into me, quote unquote. Sit with me.
My best friend John McCain, Jack.
They agree with...
Do you remember the
I'm
end of that
talking about
debate
for
he
some
had?
reason.
It was like the 3rd Democratic debate where he was
If
like,
I do it...
they gave him like a closing
through the
ramble.
primary.
And he was like, I remember when John McCain asked me to be his pallbearer.
It's got to change.
He went on for 30 minutes about carrying John McCain's
I
casket.
doubt...
Oh my god.
It was so fun when like no one thought he was going to win.
This is
And they were just like
Bright
not
as
giving
hell,
him
well
Adderall yet.
informed, more informed than
Yeah.
people in America.
He should be able to ramble like this.
Any of you
Somebody in
think
your chat said they voted for Romney in
Get to a
elementary
point
school, which was
where
three years ago. 3 years ago they did that.
Yeah.
divert
If they're in my
the
chat, they're like
relationship?
16, so they're like 18 years
Yeah,
old. So
yeah.
they were doing like high school mock
Talking
elections.
about last
Republican
week.
senators
He's like,
are.
I like Mitt Romney
No,
last
are you
week.
kidding me? I maintain confidentiality,
On
but
voting
I'm
rights,
sure you've spoken to some.
on voting rights, sir,
Yes.
at your first press conference 10
Has he
months
hit
ago,
on
I
any
asked you if there was
reporters?
anything
Anyone's
you
been
could
watching?
do
It's like I think I
beyond
know
legislation
swag. Like
to
yeah.
protect voting rights. And
uses
at that time, you
daughters
said
already.
yes, but I'm not going to lay out a strategy before you and the world
Wait, which one?
now.
Ash.
Now that
Oh, yeah, that's the
legislation
granddaughter, right?
appears
Are you
to
talking about the
be
children?
hopelessly
The
stalled,
daughter.
can
His
you
daughter's
now
gonna be,
lay
like,
out
40.
your
She's
strategy
pretty.
to protect voting
Hot
rights?
40-year-olds.
Well,
No,
I'm
that's
not
Gina
prepared to
Haspel
do
to
that
Yeah,
say.
Gina-
The diary
in
one.
detail in terms of the
Gina
executive orders I may be
Haspel, all
able
those
to engage
women.
in and other things I can
Oh,
do.
yeah, no,
The
she-
things we have done.
Who the fuck does she look like?
We have,
She's like
we
a
have
familiar
significantly
look.
beefed up the number of enforcers in the Justice Department who are there to challenge these unconstitutional efforts, in our view, unconstitutional efforts on the part of the Republicans to stack the election and subvert the outcomes. We have begun to organize in ways that we didn't before the communities beyond the civil rights community to
The
make the
audio is
case
so
to the rest
weird.
of the American people what's about to happen, what will happen if in fact these things move
I think one of the funniest parts about this,
about to happen.
the
What will
funniest
happen
part
if,
about
in
like
fact,
the
these
voting
things move
rights
forward.
argument,
If I had
the voting rights argument is that like this is literally like the bare minimum. Okay, they have to do this so that like people will go out and fucking vote, and then hopefully they'll vote for the Democrats. This isn't even like I'm actively fighting to like give every American health care. This is like I'm actively fighting theoretically so that like everyone is a fucking a Democrat in Congress. But even then, like what's gonna happen? Even then, we're gonna have the Kirsten Sinemas, the Joe Manchins, and the fucking Democratic side being like, we just can't simply, align with you. And it always brings me back to the David Axelrod take where, remember when
Gave
he
up the
fucking
game. He
when
gave
he
up
when
the
he
game.
like secretly admitted and did a self-report and it was like, yeah, this problem also happened with Obama when we had 60 people that were Democrats, and it's like, okay, then 100 Democrats, and you're still gonna have issues.
God bless you, David. But that is why David got disinvited from O Bungler's birthday party.
Yeah,
that's
that
why they
wasn't-
gave his slot to John Legend because he fucked up. I don't know. I just like. There was a time when Biden would flirt with the reporters when he would like. You didn't think that was cool? It's like you have to admit he's like a little like classically masculine. You know,
Biden
like, more so than Trump.
Yeah, you ever see him? You ever see him in a fucking
I get what
Mustang?
you're saying with the
Right.
like mask. I get
Yeah.
that, but ugh.
There was a point in time when Joe Biden clapped cheeks. Okay, I don't know if that time has passed, but like he definitely did at a certain point.
Yeah, no, he's a creep. We get it. Like he smells hair and shit. But that was everyone was doing that until about 1995.
Oh yeah, it's like
Probably
that's
98.
That's like how you became a legislator. Like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Florida, you have to
yeah.
get a DUI. In the rest of the country, you
In
have
Texas,
to.
what do you have to
You
do?
have to smell women's hair.
I'm not saying it's good, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be like, even if you're the most charming guy in the world, you shouldn't be like, I'm gonna bring back smelling women's hair. No one likes it. But he is like, he got in that Mustang and he's like, I love driving a car. It was pretty cool. He challenged that guy to a fight. He was like, do push-ups against me.
He tried to fight Trump.
He tried to fight Trump.
Like,
dude, look at that.
I mean, you don't think this
come
guy's
on now.
hot?
Come on now.
I have a certain type. I wouldn't say that's mine, but
Oh come on! You're gonna tell me that young Joe Biden is not?
Hasan, just because you want to bang him doesn't mean I do.
I mean, I'm just being honest. He's sexy. Matt Gaetz ticks all the boxes. Yeah, Matt Gaetz is a universal politician because he's like
Does all of
allegedly
it.
or potentially sex trafficking,
Everything.
definitely DUIs, definitely battery charges. You know what I mean? Like actively under investigation by the federal government. He will like if it wasn't. I always thought Matt Gaetz was going to be the Ron DeSantis figure. Like I always thought he
has more
was going to
swag
be
than
the
DeSantis.
yes, because I always thought he was going to be the guy who like runs for president.
Like,
And he still might, but the FBI is trying to take him down for doing something that You know, all people in Florida do.
Are y'all in that, Trump's about to get arrested club?
No. He's literally, no.
Because I see that on liberal Twitter, and it is...
Fuck no.
It's...
Trump's gonna get arrested for what?
No, the walls are closing in.
Yeah, it's gonna be Lev Parnas is gonna get him. No, no American president will ever be put in handcuffs because dude, you get one, it opens it up to do it to all of them.
Yes,
right? And they're all
100%. 100%. That is precisely why Barack Obama ran on like prosecuting war crimes from the prior administration and then did absolutely nothing. Because if that were to happen, then then they would absolutely lock Barack Obama up. You know, that's just how it works.
Oh
man, that'd be pretty funny if Trump went to jail.
If he went to jail, but it was like for hitting someone with his car. That would be funny. Like it's just not any of the Russia shit.
He's like, it's the first time. It's the first time he ever drove.
Fuck no! Hold up. This video's not on Twitter. I'm gonna find it. You guys do your shit. I have video evidence. This is from my friend Michael of Trump driving. This video's from 2012. But I'm gonna find this.
Wait, what? You have a video evidence of Trump driving? Yeah. Was it like on accident? I don't understand.
No. This is a Michael find. This
breaking
is
unexpected. Breaking.
Guy.
Manchin is a no on reforming the filibuster to end debate with a simple majority. So like what? Wait, first of all, okay. I'm gonna sell you on the filibuster. Are you ready for this? First of all, filibuster reform is just like making sure that like if you're gonna commit to a filibuster, you have to stand up. That's it. And I want to see these old fucks. Literally just like an anime character die while they're standing because they wanted to fucking stop like I don't know people from getting funds to build like lead-free piping in Pittsburgh. Like if you
stand by it, you're saying
if you are if you're a fucking ghoul, if you're a ghoul, okay, that is like I don't think kids in Pittsburgh should get like lead-free pipes. We shouldn't give any funds to that. Then if you want to do a filibuster, like you just have to stand up and actually do it. And I'm in favor of that kind of filibuster reform where, like, if you're going to fucking ride or die to make sure, then you can die while you're doing it. Like, I want you to stand on that fucking podium and straight up fucking die standing, okay?
I have the video proof of Trump driving, by the way. You guys ready?
Wait, send it to me. No fucking shot.
Dude, that's him.
No shot. Okay, DM that to me. DM that.
I'm sending to you.
DM that to me on Twitter
and
I'll pull it up.
You're about to hear the song. This is about to fucking rock your world. No, this is crazy.
I want these geriatric fucks to literally wear diapers and shit themselves for over the course of an 8-hour fucking filibuster if they want to stop people from being able to, I don't know, get clean water or whatever. Okay, that's it. What if they're in a wheelchair? I don't know. We'll figure out a way to make it harder for someone in a wheelchair to also fucking have to stand somehow. Not stand, but... what is this?
Nah, yeah. You need everyone to be in pain all but like if you're in the Senate, you should be in pain. I do agree with that.
They're servants. They should be.
Agreed. All right.
So see, there you go. Now you're in favor of filibuster.
No,
dude,
no.
Dude, look
but
at
you
all
just
this
said it.
Look at all this fucking common
just
ground. I'm the real no labels. Look at all the common ground.
I know we do have a lot of common ground. We do. But I knew that coming in.
No,
okay, but
we made you honest.
No,
you're part of that movement.
So
now.
are you not? Are you? So you do want like the rhinos or the fucking Democrats or even other Republicans to be able to have to fucking stand if they're gonna stand against some sort of legislation, right? Like they shouldn't be able to just say, oh, you're not gonna get a filibuster-proof majority, so nuke this legislation into orbit. No, they have to do something. I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers who literally, all they do is like run around across the country and eat expensive dinners with a bunch of fucking sick freak oil barons or whatever fucking frozen food dynasty owners. And all they do is just like sit around, never fucking work a day in their lives. They get lobbyists to write the legislation. Like, it's the cushiest fucking job on the planet. Fuck that. They should have to work for it, okay?
I send you... Check your DMs. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Instead of saying...
more water, but I got the Trump driving video.
Instead of saying, hey, we are going to do a filibuster so, you can actually fucking have this legislation passed, they 1000% should be forced to fucking... Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can get this, like... If I can open it in a different tab. Oh, no, I can't. Fuck. I'll just play it like this. Okay. Here you go, chat. Hopefully this doesn't fuck up. This is my DMs. I think
is that Barb?
This is literally from fucking Melania's like Facebook, right? Listening to fucking Taylor Swift and everything. It's real. It is real.
Melania's pretty, admit that.
What? Yeah, yeah, of course. Anyway, hold on. Original audio, I saved this 7 years ago. You had the wherewithal to fucking save this 7. Oh, here it is. It is an unlisted video as well. This is a New York Magazine unlisted link. This is crazy. It's crazy to see him driving. What do you mean he doesn't know how to drive? This guy doesn't look like a driving guy to you? I mean, this was funny as fuck. Melania's an immigrant. I thought he didn't like immigrants. Or just the brown ones. I mean, Melania's technically brown. You know what I'm saying?
She's brown. What the fuck?
Yeah, Melania is brown. She's got so much bronzer on. She might as well be.
I definitely like brown.
Melania is an undocumented immigrant. Like, she 100% was able to get away with it. Okay. She's white passing. I won't even.
Melania is not white passing. She's tan.
She's tan passing.
She's
Melania,
she's a brown woman.
Melania and Jill are both fucking hot. That's what I think.
There's a timing.
Jill's cute, not
that
hot.
is
Yeah,
not
she's
one's
absolutely
own
hot.
choice.
She's like
It's
85
dictated by
years
events that are
old.
happening
Beautiful.
in country and
Think
around
how hot
the
she
world
was
as
when
to
she was
what
like 50.
the focus is.
Nobody beats
But
what's her
part
face,
of
the one that gave
problem
everybody
is,
COVID.
as well. I have not been
Hope Hicks. Oh yeah,
Can I like? Could
community
you
nearly
like?
enough.
Have you ever met her?
Me and Felix both are big
I
Hope Hicks
don't-
heads. Like
I
we
don't know,
love.
Maybe I don't recall.
We're big
like,
Hope Hicks heads.
She went to Hollywood though. She was like, I'm done with politics. I'm Hollywood now. And I've been like,
I
hoping
love
could
Hope
meet her
Hicks, and
during
I
this
love
trip.
what's it fucking Mnuchin's evil villain.
I love
wife?
her, Louise Linton.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
her
With
movies.
the fucking leather gloves, the leather driving gloves, just holding up the fucking $100 bills. So good. Sick.
I think
Anyway.
I don't know. I think there's a way for either me or Hasan to meet Hope Hicks. We think she's beautiful.
We
I
do.
happen to think she's beautiful. If she's out there, she's in the audience.
Yeah.
She could
Get at me, Hope Hicks.
Yeah. If you want to watch all the Joe Rogan interviews with Graham Hancock at my Airbnb, I've been trying to make my own lean. You're invited.
Are you doing prison wine but for
I'm
lean?
doing prison lean.
Okay. Real Hope Hicks? Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, that's
She's in
that's
here.
her. I saw her first. Did you play the Trump video? I was in the bathroom.
I did, yes. This is real.
That's- dude, that's
100% confirmed. Certified real. He's
This is
driving.
Michael Fine. Shout out M Hud. My friend.
Yeah. My mod.
The best part, he was listening to what song is that? Blank Space. Right?
Taylor Swift. Yeah, he's a
That's
Swiftie.
Blank Space.
Are you a Swiftie?
I like love Lana. I'd say I'm like a Lana-er.
Why? Because
I'm
she married a
huge
cop?
Lana Del Rey.
The
I've liked Lana
cop
since I
husband?
was like literally born, so no.
Lana she's been on top since like 2012.
I can't. Like, don't even get me started.
What do you feel? What about like more? Lana can be like a gateway to more indies. Do you like Mitski at all?
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
I don't
Might
either.
like her.
I don't
Might like
either.
her. All right.
I don't know what Mitski is.
You know a leftist I like? Like, I hate her politics, but she's like she's like nuts, and I can't help
Who?
but like her. I like Halsey, I do, and she's like a nut BLMer. But like,
Halsey married to dating and has a baby with a Turkish man. So
really?
she's good.
Wait, who?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it
Halsey?
Erewhon's red-haired
knew.
son?
No, dude. No. He's good. He follows me. He's a friend of the show. He's cool. I forget his name right now, but he's like some dude. But yeah, Halsey is dating and has a child with a Turkish man.
Oh, and I love Azalea Banks. She's the best.
Well,
That
makes
she's
sense.
the fucking best.
Who doesn't?
Halsey seems like a rad lib. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Ask Christian what he thinks about the dogs winning the Natty. I don't even know.
Go Georgia. Love you.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, that's that college football thing.
College football.
I don't know anything about that.
Are you a football bro?
Fuck no, dude. No, not even remotely. Okay, man. I am not even in any way, shape, or form interested in any of that stuff. Are you a Barb?
I'm a total Barb.
Are you a Barb now though? But you're like a fake Barb.
No, I've been a Barb since day one. Everybody thought I was, and then when she did that, I came out of the closet as a Barb.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Well then, okay, so that's why you're a fake Barb. Because a real Barb wears it on their sleeve from day one.
I played her music.
Oh, you were too afraid. You were too afraid to admit it. Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm totally a Barb.
She had a great song with NBA YoungBoy. That's all I really know about her. But
Barbs hate me because
you fought with her.
I fought with Nikki on Twitter.
I ratioed.
He was like,
you what?
I ratioed Nicki Minaj on Twitter.
What?
Yeah, 100%. That's a real thing that I did.
Let her live her life.
What?
You're hating on a black queen.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what the Barb said. That's exactly what the Barb said.
You're such a racist.
That is literally what the Barb said. They were like, "You're a white supremacist."
You are.
And other words that I can't say on Twitch because I got banned.
I remember.
You know, I got banned on Twitch for 7 days for saying.
I'm a free speecher. I wouldn't have banned you.
It's crazy.
Well, they banned him for saying an anti-white slur, which is crazy. No, legit. They banned him for that.
But if they're gonna ban people for other words, then fuck yeah, ban them for that. Fuck yeah.
So you're for more censorship?
No. If they're gonna ban people for other words, then it should be universal. If we're not, but I'm for no banning.
But do you agree?
Not you get special rights because you're hating on white people.
I think you should get. I unironically think you should get special rights for hating on white people. 100%. They should actually.
Oh, I know.
They should actually elevate you. If you make fun of white people, they should. I'm white. Like, what do you mean? What are you gonna police my speech? I'm fucking white.
That's the thing. If they ban him for saying anti-white slurs, they're saying he's
not white. Yeah.
But Turkey's in the European Union. That's
no,
white.
it's not.
Middle Eastern isn't white.
It's in NATO. It's in NATO.
It's in NATO.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
I woke up earlier than
it's a
normal
sore.
today. I meant
it's
to
a
say
sore
NATO.
spot for Turks.
Yeah. My bad. I misspoke. I know you're not in the EU.
I
think
go
you
to
should
Turkey.
be.
I want to go so
Turkey
bad.
seems sick.
They'll love you.
Yeah.
In Turkey.
Oh, I would love that.
Okay, so wait, what was I gonna say? What were we talking about before? Fuck. Oh, anti-white slurs.
Music.
Yeah, anti-white slurs. I think yes, it should be allowed, and also not only that, but they should give me more money when I say anti-white slurs. Twitch should be thank you. Here's your check. That's how it should work. Anyway, Halsey's very sorry for accidentally calling for another 9/11.
No, never mind.
This was awesome. Yeah, you would love this. What she said here.
Oh, she said, can the basement they run Pitchfork out of just collapse already? That's hilarious. That's funny as fuck. Yeah, that's cool. It's a ridiculous thing.
That's pretty awesome.
She didn't fucking know. Who cares? People
Well,
are crazy.
was Pitchfork especially mean to her?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, then other I think slurs should be allowed? No. I mean, yes, but except for the ones that you know.
Except what?
The K1. I don't know. I think I should be able to say it, right? But I don't know.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
He's Jewish. I'm Jewish. I can say it.
He's saying he, as a Jewish person, he should be able to say it. I shouldn't be able to say it. If you're Muslim, you should extra not be able to say it.
Yeah, there's some history there. There's some unfortunate history there. Yes, there is. If it was my friend who's Muslim,
kidding.
If it's my friend who's Muslim, I would be okay.
Are you gonna give the pass?
Do you?
Yeah,
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you give passes?
No Jews do it, but I would to my friends.
No, if he's white, can you give a pass for the C word?
I think so.
You think so?
No. The C word pass is universal. It's a ridiculous one that people are getting because no one has ever been mad. No one has ever actually been mad
but
unless
since
you're
y'all
a fucking.
ramped up the anti-free speech shit, we're ramping up the anti-white stuff.
Do you think white people are under attack?
I totally do. You're demented.
Okay. You think white people are under attack? But it's good.
No.
I think
no. So you're sitting on here you're like, yeah, F white people did it. Can you imagine if you did that about one other group?
Yeah, it would be bad and wrong.
Yeah, so it's
but
bad
it's
with
funny
white
when
people.
but it's funny and cool and good. When
Okay,
it's for white
it
people.
used to be funny when you could do it to everyone. When you could make like
No.
no, it was funny when it was universal. You could make fun of everyone. But now that you can only make fun of white people, it's like, oh, like that's low hanging fruit. Like come up with a better joke.
No, I
Like,
agree.
You know, that's what I'm
no,
saying.
I
It's just
agree.
like,
I
it's
agree.
not
I agree with
funny
that.
anymore.
I think it's like super basic, which is why like, you know, we should adopt the European style racism, which is like
banter.
Yeah, ethnic.
Right. Well,
So like, you know, make fun of Polish people on the virtue of their Polishness or that sort of thing. That's what we should be adopting, but not the anti-Romani part of it.
Well, if it's like your friends, I think like, yeah, dude, but like, dude, my friend Dave is Punjabi. He's always he's always, you know, going in on me or going in on our friend who's like a hillbilly, and we're always like, fuck you, you know, get back.
Yeah.
And
good. That's
but like
fine.
banter,
Just
needs
fun
to,
stuff.
Banter
Yeah,
needs
of
to come
course.
back
For sure.
Banter's great. You know?
But yeah, as far as the anti-white stuff, the white people are people of color.
Oh no, this one.
They are.
This
Fuck
slapped.
it.
This
Fuck
slapped.
it.
I haven't even seen
Mention
this,
the
but I
word.
know it slapped. Okay.
It did. Fuck
oh
yeah.
my god. By the way, people are unironically asking what your skincare routine is.
I'll give you all my skin after we watch this.
Okay.
White light is made up of a bunch of different colors on the visible light spectrum. The word white functions as a color in every single language that I speak. So I'd appreciate if the racism against white people stopped immediately. White people are people of color. Stop trying to marginalize their voices. Stop trying to silence white voices. White voices matter. White lives matter. White people are people of color. So stop excluding them from the phrase.
Love that.
Period.
That was you changed my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had to educate you a little on visible light spectrums.
Yeah, no, that was
in.
brilliant. It was, you had to go to the sciences.
Yeah.
You had to
But
go to the
trust
hard
the science.
sciences.
Trust the science.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
See, that's the real thing the CDC should have told us.
Done.
That white people are a color.
Yeah.
So
If they had
stop
done
the
that,
anti-whiteness.
dude, if they had done that, people would have stopped dying of COVID in March. I don't know how, but it would have helped.
So yeah, no, I think that, I mean, if we're going to be serious about it, no, I think that, like, oppression on the virtue of whiteness is not a real thing, obviously, because whiteness as a concept is, like, built around dominance and exclusion. That's why, you know, Barack Obama is not considered a white person, but a black person.
He leans into his blackness. He doesn't. My friends don't even know
There
that
is not
he's
a
mixed race. He totally leans into
It doesn't,
his
because
black
it doesn't
side.
matter. Like, no one would ever be like, Barack Obama's white.
But
you know what I
no,
mean?
but if he's the one who says he's black, etc., etc. He doesn't say he's mixed race. So no, he's not white, and he's not black. He's mixed.
I mean, but it doesn't matter. Even if he said he's mixed, you're pro logic. You're saying, like, you know, everyone that's everyone that's mixed doesn't say they're biracial. No, but so the point is, it comes from the one drop rule, right? I mean, you know this, I think. Like, you were educated in America.
Yes,
I
but
don't
I'm
know.
not living in slave time, so I've moved on.
I know, but like that's where that comes from. It's not like it changed. You
Well,
know
what do
I
you
mean?
mean? Like, if someone's considered black or not? You're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fundamental part of like American societal development. Is it came with the preservation of slavery early on, and all of the fucking attitudes haven't changed. Like you're black, and the reason why you're black and not
Thanks
something
for telling
different.
me, Hasan.
No, I mean I know you know
Just
this,
letting me know.
but like the reason why the reason why Barack Obama is black is because he has at least like one drop or more of black genes in him that slavers
Well,
a very long
a
time
lot
ago
of black
decided.
people don't think biracial people are full black. That's kind of a new movement. So, are you speaking for the black kings and queens?
So there's a lot of like intra-community fighting on shit like that. There's also colorism, yada yada.
So you're
I don't.
just talking.
I personally don't give a shit. Obviously, it's not my business per se. I do watch. Felix and I both watch from afar.
You do. Just to keep in the culture.
We are. Yeah,
I think I'm
we-
gonna get involved soon, though.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
be like the CIA in Syria and just start funding all different types of groups.
Yeah.
I think it's time. I think everyone needs to hear from me on this issue.
Yeah, I agree.
But ultimately, yeah, it's just like that's the reason why whiteness in and of itself is not like something you can call out unless you're like a huge bitch. You know what I mean? Like, anyone that fucking cries about like white people being attacked is like on the basis of being white and not on the basis of being like a worker or, you know, any other kind of like actual fucking marginalization is a huge bitch.
For
100%.
me, it has to do with we can't talk or even make a joke about anyone else, but you can you can hate speech, which I don't believe in, white people, and you're not consequenced for it at all. So
because it's not real.
It's right
it's not
in
real.
your. What's not real about it?
Hate speech against white people is not real. 100%. Like, if it was real, then like it can't be real because it's about dominance. Like, whiteness is not a real thing.
You're I don't believe white people are supreme to everyone else, but you do, or you believe that
No,
society
I don't think.
makes them
I don't
supreme?
think.
I'm not a white
supremacist.
supremacist.
I don't think white people are supreme to anyone else. What I'm simply stating is that whiteness as a concept, historically and in contemporary society, is used as the dominant class of individuals. And whiteness as a concept has expanded throughout history. There was a time when Irish people were not considered white. There was a time when Greek people were not considered white. There was a time when Polish people were not considered white. Jews, Italians, right? So that concept has expanded to create a larger in-group. Now Hispanics are considered white as well. You have white Hispanics. So, have you met a Cuban person? They definitely consider themselves to be white and are very white in general, depending on...
See, and I also don't attach certain qualities to skin color. Like, this is a whiteness. This is
No,
this
I
is
know, but
functioning
as a
whiteness.
political concept, that's where the history comes from, and that's precisely what it's being utilized as, ultimately, and that's exactly the reason why, from a political point of view, it's like hate speeching someone against white, hate speeching people for being white is ridiculous, and that's why everybody intrinsically understands that it's ridiculous. That's why, like, most white people would laugh when you say someone is a C word. I can't believe I'm saying C word now because I don't want to get banned, but that's the reason.
Well, we'll move on so we don't get you banned.
No, it's fine. I mean, I as long as you don't call someone the C word.
Got it.
Well, dude, you just showed us a video of you being a white supremacist. What do you mean?
Oh, I think he means like the white people of color video. I think that's as somebody who constantly says things that I know are going to like upset people or like get a reaction. It's just like the type of person I am. I can tell when someone else is doing that. Like you didn't really. I don't believe that you got up and you're like, oh, I've realized this thing that white people.
We all
are
know
people.
I was making a point.
Yeah.
Unless you're.
No, I'm saying that you're not making. I'm saying that it's like you're like, damn, I know this is really gonna get people.
But I'm
gonna get yelled at, and I want to get yelled at.
I mean, it was
really
funny and pushy, but I mean, I stand by my.
Do you think you could be like anti? You think you could be bigoted against straight people?
Straight?
Yeah, straight people.
I mean, sure. I think you could be have something against straight people. Yeah.
Like if someone was like fucking breeders, like, do you think that that's like hate speech?
I mean, I don't believe in hate speech. So any way you toss
would you make a defense of like people being anti-straight in the same way that you did for people being anti-white?
Only if people weren't allowed to make gay jokes, then I sure as hell would.
So you're saying heterophobia is technically you're strategically saying heterophobia could be real if homophobia is real.
Yeah.
Do you think homophobia is real?
I think there's people that hate gays, yeah, and I think there's gays who have things against straights as well. I mean, I don't see that as often as the anti-white stuff.
You think there's gays against straights?
Huh?
You think there's like actual heterophobia?
I don't know, but I think there could be for sure.
I mean, it's like, but you understand, right? It's like the default is like considered straightness, right? So that's part of the reason why it's like ridiculous if someone was like, oh, I can't believe they're making fun of breeders or making fun of cishet people. Like, it would just be ridiculous.
Well, there's a lot more straight people in the world than white people as well, so.
Like
I think
what?
white people are a global minority, technically.
Well,
so I think white people are a minority. They're a global minority.
Well, that's because whiteness in and of itself
because you're saying
is built on purity. So the only way to preserve whiteness or white people is literally by making sure that miscegenation doesn't happen.
But this whiteness concept, whiteness is being like a belief or what I reject that and attaching that belief system to a skin color.
But let me put it this way. He's just saying like how America like moves the goalpost for like what is white, where it's like, all right, we gotta like expand it for this people like they did with like Irish people and like Jews and shit.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's in the same way that like if you're a Chinese guy in China, that's being white there, kind of. Or if you're like, if you're a Gulfi in Saudi Arabia, you're white there.
Right.
Same deal.
Like it's just the default mode. It's the default in group, whatever the default like character class is. You know what I mean? That's just whiteness here in Western, in America especially, because like the concept of black and white is like pretty American the way that we understand it. It's like unique, and that is it just means you're in the in class, that you're in the dominant in group.
Okay, well, you keep hating on white people whenever you want. I'll defend them, but don't get mad when I make a joke about someone
Okay,
else.
but how... Okay, can you tell me an example of how you would defend the white race, then, if it is a race, without, like, coming across like a Nazi?
Well, no, if I mean,
miscegenation, there was
a literal genocidal Twitter space where a group of people.
He's talking about my group chats.
It's real. Y'all, they were calling for white people to literally be exterminated, like sent to camps, literally. And you might think it's funny. They were.
You think it's funny though?
No, I was no, but I think
no
that's
shot.
wrong.
You think that's?
But you know that they're not gonna get it together. They're not.
Well, they're not. No, they're not gonna do. But I'm against that type of like. It's not cute.
Okay, but notice how you immediately went to like what the other side is saying and your reaction to the other side. Is there a way where you can assume a defensive position to defend the honor and sanctity of the white race without coming across like a Nazi?
Sure, just like people defend the black race, defend the Latino.
So you're saying white pride, like as opposed to black pride?
No, if you can have black pride, then you don't have to hate on white people, or white person shouldn't have to hate themselves either.
Well,
you're not a white supremacist just because you think, oh, shit, I don't take responsibility for what my ancestors did and I don't hate my skin color. That's not being a white supremacist.
That's not what we're talking about, though. No one should hate their own skin color. That's ridiculous. But, why do you think there's a association with white pride and white supremacy? Do you understand why there's an association with white pride and white supremacy?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Because they're fucking culture vultures. Because they're fucking culture vultures. They saw black pride, they saw black power, and they were like, that shit's good. We got to do it ourselves. And that's why they were like, white power.
If you can have black pride, if you can have Latino pride, if you can have this, that, the other pride, then you can have white pride.
But we got to go back really far, right? Got to go back World War I. This is where everything got fucked up before that. This is really what fucked things up, right? Because it was like, okay, what's the biggest white group in America? It's Germans. Germans took over. Every American's German. Germans, though, when they were showing up, they had their own shit. They took over Wisconsin. They were doing cool shit. They were doing cool shit there. They had their own thing going all over the place. World War I happens. This war that America should have never been involved in. We have nothing to do with these fucking cousins fighting. We have nothing to do with it. But they whipped everyone up.
Terrible war. Destroy the Ottoman Empire.
Yes.
Not good.
Fuck that war. They whipped everyone up. They whipped everyone up against the Germans. They're like, it's the fucking Germans' fault. Fuck them. And all these Germans in America were like, we're not German, we're American. And they give up everything. They have no more identity. And then time passes. And then, they can't go back to being German. They can't wear the fucking lederhosen and eat the sausage and do all the shit, the sewer socialism. They can't do that anymore. So if they're getting into any ethnic pride at all, they're just like, pan-whiteism. And it's stupid because it's like all those countries they're born to fight each other. Mm-hmm. All the European countries, they all hate each other.
Even though they're all quite literally directly related to one another, especially the royal classes are fucking each other and they're all cousins at the same time. Yeah. So much so that they have their own genetic inbreeding diseases that you can trace back to specific royal families. Anyway.
But I'm just saying every place has something to be proud of. Germans should be into being German.
I totally agree.
Even I think that
agree.
It's like all their shit's cool.
So that's what the difference is, though.
But
people can trace back their lineage, and almost all white people, even if they have become Americanized after like a million fucking generations of being here, can trace back their lineage to a specific country. Like white people are like, I'm German and Irish, blah blah blah, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you're living in Chicago, you're Polish. Doesn't matter what you are. If you live in fucking the tri-state, you're Italian. Doesn't matter what your background is. You're just fucking Italian. Massachusetts, area, New England, Irish, and a cop. That's where all the cops come from. So the point is, black people obviously don't have that because of racism and slavery.
We can't trace our
right.
Can you
trace your roots back to like what specific country it
when
comes
my
from?
ancestors sold us into slavery? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't do that because of chattel slavery, which is why it was like a collective identity created from the intergenerational trauma and having to, you know, associate with a new thing. But that's it. But that is the main difference between like people having, you know, pride or black pride and white pride. That's the main difference, is that like the oppressor taking on the SJW shit of an actually oppressed group.
I wasn't championing white pride. I was championing not hating on white people in the same way you shouldn't hate on any other race. And if you do want to hate on white people, don't cancel someone from work for making a comment about someone else. And I stand by, and there's nothing like that's my view.
I'm of the personal opinion. I mean, really the only guy who thinks this, that all races should be friends. The first guy to ever
fucking
say
base,
that.
dude. Fucking base. Holy shit. Anyway, okay. But yeah, there's a
My
difference
friend Ben
between
Morris says hi. I'm sorry. I should have said that.
Hi,
earlier.
Ben.
There's a difference between like, you know, someone in Nigeria who has like Nigerian pride versus an African descendant of slaves here in America. That's where that, you know, that's the main difference, is that
we were
people were victim to chattel slavery. But yeah, that was really brave take. Thank you.
I know.
I just thought someone needed
to
say
brave, especially after MLK Day. I really appreciated that.
Well, some would say I was inspired.
Okay, so white people are under attack. We established that. Probably the most oppressed, I would say.
For sure.
If there's a group of people
in America,
oh yeah, totally. I mean, I can't. Same with cisgender people, obviously, heterosexuals, all that. Especially if you're an anti-vaxxer.
Oh, they are the most marginalized.
No one else.
Too, for sure.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, no one. It's like
no one disagrees with that.
Where's
all.
Where's the MLK for anti-vaxxers?
We're waiting on him and
praying
on him.
You know what I mean? I have a dream that, you know, anti-vaxxers and vaccinated can get away. Yeah, exactly. That we can all go to Applebee's for $5 jalapeno
without
poppers.
a passport at the front.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. What else? Felix, you got any other? It's the worst time in history to be white. Yeah.
We were gonna rate hot.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Is Biden still fucking going?
Oh my God! Power is literally in your hands. You know,
he's still doing interviews.
Voters give Democrats the House and the Senate and the presidency. That all these big things can get accomplished. And you know, we've seen stalemate. We've seen things being stymied. Why should folks believe you this time around?
Can you think of any other president's done as much in 1 year? Name one for me.
None. That's a Trump question. That's a Trump line.
Question. You guys talk about how nothing's
Bro, that is straight Trump, though.
A bungler wouldn't ask.
I don't think there's been much on any incoming president's plate that's been a bigger.
I swear to God, that is a straight Trump line right there.
I'm not complaining. He's knew that running in.
He should own more
the fact of the matter is, we got
I
an
wish
awful lot
he did
done.
that. That's the best thing that presidents should do all the time now.
And there's more to get
his pupils. He's on Molly.
Look, let
He's
me ask
ripped
you a
off that.
technical
He's taking the
question.
Grakus. He takes the shit I do. Just kidding.
No, I won't. Anyway.
He's on Kratom.
He's on Kratom and
Thank you.
MDMA. It's the worst combo.
Yes.
I need the
Be careful. Don't get hurt, man.
No, I'm going to take
Okay,
it.
he's got.
Oh, he got loose. He's
on Molly.
He's
on Molly.
Another question on
He's
Ukraine.
loosening up now. Let's see.
Ukraine borders 4 NATO member countries.
Oh,
how concerned are you concerned that
in Atlantis is
a real
great.
conflagration in Ukraine, if the Russians really go in there, that it
Really
could suck in NATO countries that are on the border, and you end up with an actual NATO-Russia confrontation of some kind? And secondly, are you entertaining the thought of a summit with Vladimir Putin as a way to perhaps try and put this whole thing to bed, address their concerns, and negotiate a way out of this?
The last question, yes. When we talked about whether or not we'd fix the 3 meetings we talked about, and we talked about we would go from there if there was reason to go to a summit We talked about a summit as being before the Ukraine item came up in terms of strategic doctrine and what the strategic relationship would be. So I still think that is a possibility, number one. Number two, I am very concerned. I'm very concerned that this could end up being, look.
Why? What does he think is going to happen? What, like,
intended.
He's fighting his way through this sentence.
And
he is
what I'm
pushing a
concerned
shopping
about
cart uphill.
is this could get out of hand. Very easily get out of hand because of what
He should just say, I'm fucking
of Ukraine.
I will fight. I will bare knuckle
do.
brawl Vladimir Putin for Ukraine, for Ukrainian independence.
And the people in that area of Ukraine want to be part of Russia. End of discussion. They speak Russian.
So I don't think
I am not saying any of that.
I don't.
Sorry.
Look, with all that stuff, an entire part of the world, I'm like, that's your guys.
It is. I know. We shouldn't even talk about it. It's not our business.
I did not say that. That was. I don't know what.
I'm proud. No, my family came from Ukraine. We had to leave there. They were like, we're burning your huts.
No, I don't.
100 years ago.
If he invades, it has to happen since World War II.
Sorry.
It's the most consequential thing that's happened.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And if we, I don't know if this, I thought of this yesterday, if we went and invaded Mexico, which I don't want to do.
Yes.
If we did, no, I'm kidding. If we did, Russia wouldn't come over here and start a war with us. So can we just stay the fuck out of that area of the world?
Bro, what the I mean, you're right, but also, wow, okay. That was a very good take. It was true.
This time next year, and what does the new normal look like for social gatherings and travel to you?
You did it. It was great.
Well, the answer is, I hope
Did
the
you
new
know that
normal will
Biden,
be that we don't still have
That's like the
30
shit
some
he was
million
getting up
people
to in the
like that.
90s. He did the rave act.
He's still
No,
talking about this.
Look at his eyes. Look at his fucking pupils. That's a guy in Mali.
You're right. He did. He quite literally was like, if you're doing Molly, like, you should go to prison for life, Jack. Like, he did every fucking anti-drug. Are you pro-drug laws? Decriminalization?
I don't do drugs.
Let the people party?
Okay. You don't do drugs.
You don't do any drugs.
Y'all, I don't want to go down. This is the most boring topic ever.
Wait, really? You don't do any drugs?
No, I swear I don't. Like,
that's
nothing.
crazy.
I don't drink either.
What the?
Oh, you're one of those. I noticed a lot of conservatives are on that train of like,
well,
I don't drink. I never do that shit.
Huh?
Like a lot of like. Trump's
Oh,
one
it's
of
not
those
even. It's not even attached to conservatism. I just don't like.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
You just like. Do you not like?
It's
you
crazy.
Like, you don't like
how
not
it
being
makes
in
me-
control. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't do anything either now, but I have in the past. But also, I don't understand why people would not. You know what I mean? If people want to do it, they should be able to do it. But do you think people should like go to fucking jail forever if they've done drugs?
No.
No, just a little bit. They should go to jail for a little bit if they've done drugs.
Just a minute, just a little timeout.
Okay, interesting take. You did shrooms like a month ago. I did not actually do shrooms on that day. Also, shrooms are not drugs. They come from the ground.
Yeah,
True.
They come from nature.
If you're gonna call shrooms a drug, you might as well.
I actually know someone very prominent. He has lots of money and he's doing tons of shroom research. And like, you can go to his like backyard and like trip. But
My friend's getting her license and being a psilocybin horticulturalist.
Oh wow.
That's not my type of the shrooms, all that shit. It's not my type of thing. But
what's your type of thing?
What are Christian takes on Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Xinjiang? No, we're not doing
No,
that.
we're not going there.
No.
I actually speak Chinese. Did y'all know that?
Shut the fuck up.
I do.
Really?
What?
你好，我是明星。我从达拉斯来，但是现在我住在洛杉矶。我上UCLA 大学。
Wait, like you speak full like?
I mean, I can handle my own. Yeah.
Damn.
What the fuck? Why?
Because I love.
Yo, the
foreign
next
language.
generation, dude. I swear to God, no, they know.
He's up next.
They know, dude. They know Xi Jinping's taking over, dude. Straight up.
When did you learn?
I wish I could learn
I've
Mandarin.
been learning since like 8th grade.
Yeah, since 8th grade, he's aware that China's going to take over as the global
shut
hegemonic
up.
power.
Shut up.
You are 100% ready for the Chinese takeover.
If y'all
it's
want
obvious.
tutoring, you can let me know.
Yeah, no, we're fucked. Like
like our brains are like hardened. We can't learn new languages.
No, that's
Especially not
a fucking
Chinese.
lie. That's a lie.
we're
That's
trying
a lie.
we're trying
We
to
just
like
are
make up.
Do you speak Turkish?
Yeah, of course, it's my first language.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean Turkish sucks in comparison. It's like it has no utility in comparison to fucking Mandarin. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get my fucking social credit up so that when China inevitably rolls America, like, you know, I can ride on the high speed rails.
Yeah, Christian, my only plan is to sell entertainment industry secrets to China.
Same. Yeah.
Ancient Jewish secrets of movies.
Okay, don't.
That's not bad. I'm saying we're good at movies. Everyone agrees with that. Even people who don't like us are like, those guys can make movies.
Yeah. Okay. On that note, I gotta go pee. But before I do that, here's the top of the hour ad break. Okay. Another top of the hour ad break from our supreme overlord Jeffrey Jebediah Bezos. Okay. So, you know, here's the 1 minute ad break. Now you can avoid it if you subscribe for $5 or for free with the Twitch Prime. Here it is, and then we're gonna go back to the Mac attack for a little bit while I go pee.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Pedro Rojas. I'm with Univision.
No, it's all good.
This is actually my first press
Biden's
conference
gotta turn
here.
it up on
Good
this
to
press
meet you.
conference. You guys want anything to drink, by the way?
Awesome.
Water.
Awesome. I got a couple of questions for you. Number one, you said that you want to convey your message by getting out there in the country. I wonder if you're planning on traveling also to South America and other countries in the Western Hemisphere.
Okay.
No, sometimes China has
feeling
been
aggressive.
a lot of
Yeah, that's what I'm
influence in the
sure,
region.
but he's not some
And
like.
the second question
got
is,
it. I don't know about got it.
what will be your message for
I don't think he has
residents in
it.
this country
You know, he
that
doesn't
are
have, like,
struggling every
superstar
time they go to
quality.
the gas
But
station,
he's
every
got
time they go to
something.
the grocery store and see the prices
got, like, a
going
little
high,
bit of something.
and the pharmacy. I happen to come from South Texas, where I saw a lot of people struggling financially in the last few months,
like,
and so I think I wonder what is the message you want to
Because it's
spread
like-
to them.
Well, I try to express.
He
I've
won
asked-
because he was the
tried to
Democrats'
answer that
last
7 different ways
moderate
today
option.
about how to deal with inflation.
Right, to take the white.
But
That's why
let me
he's in there.
answer the
But,
first
like,
question.
True,
I spent a
but
lot of
also,
time
like,
in South America.
His
and in Latin
what
America.
was his
When I
campaign
was
really about? His
vice
campaign's really
president,
about you're not
I
gonna have to
spent
watch
the bulk of my years basically in
and he's
Europe
succeeded.
and
CNN viewership
in
down 90%.
Latin America. I'm in contact
He did,
with the
dude. He
leaders
fucking
of
did
the
it.
countries in South America. We're
He's
working
doing what he
closely
said he would do. Like,
with
no one
making
gives a
sure
shit.
that we do
Like, they're
everything,
not.
for example,
Well, we're getting
with
fucked.
the,
because nobody cares.
to deal with.
Do you feel like we're getting fucked? Like, do you feel like you're getting fucked by like the world?
But I know I'm like blessed.
To be able to help them
I know
with their
I'm
ability
blessed and I
to
live a
deal
blessed
with
life, so there's that.
people
But
don't
yeah, I
sit
think
around and-
middle Americans are getting fucked.
Guatemala and say, I got a
They're
great
always
idea.
getting
Let's
fucked.
do everything we have.
Yeah,
to
so let's
Yeah.
fix it.
But like,
How
Trump,
do
you know, under
take us
Trump.
across
Wait, can we do an
terribly
Instagram story or do we have to start
dangerous
again?
trip up
What?
through
An
Central
Instagram
America,
story
up through
or a
Mexico,
TikTok?
Drop us.
What do you wanna
stick us
do?
across the border,
I mean, you can
drop
do an
us in the
Instagram
desert.
story.
Won't that be fun? People leave because they have real problems.
We'll do it
One of the things I've done when I was a vice
no, I
president,
stream all day,
got
so
support
it-
with,
like,
although I
you
don't
know,
have much
I'll be-
Republican support anymore.
I'll be
I
live
provide
until like 7. You don't have to be
billions
here
of
the
dollars
entire
to be
day.
able
You
to
can
say
leave whenever
to
you
those
want.
countries,
Okay, we'll do it in
why
another
are
one, 'cause I
people
wanna do a
leaving,
picture.
and how
Okay.
are you going to reform your own system? And that's we've worked on a
The
long
fuck is
time.
chat spamming right
It
now?
still
Why are you guys
needs a lot
spamming some
more
fucking
work.
weird shit?
And
Stop.
focus
What
on
is
it.
this?
I also
It's
believe I've spent a lot of time.
They took a copy pasta that someone wrote for MasterChef because we were watching MasterChef season. They took a copy pasta that someone wrote for MasterChef. There was a contestant named Cutter, and they changed it to Christian. So they're saying maybe it's just me, but I love Christian. When he says his take, he honestly believes it's the best take in the world. Hell, Christian would say it. He's shining a light on a truth that many too often obfuscate. Takes are subjective. Who's anyone to say that Christian's opinion isn't valid? What Christian is doing is reminding us of a dream we forgot. That in this world, anyone can be anything. Christian is the goddamn American dream. So they took it. That was for Cutter, who's like a Texan man.
What filter do you have right? We look like fire.
No filter. It's just straight
light.
Logitech Brio and
That's
the lighting.
like 720 or is that 1080? That's 1080.
Yeah, no,
Right?
it's a 1080p. Yeah. It's a 4K camera technically, but it's not actually 4K. It just only shoots in 1080p.
I need to get a better one. Everyone's always like saying my camera quality is shit the few times I stream. I'm gonna get that one.
Too poor for 4K. It doesn't matter, chatters. Next week we're gonna have a new studio, so they're building it this upcoming week in here.
Are you gonna get like when I get like if I move, I want to get like soundproofing and all my shit.
Yeah, I
I've
don't
been
care
place
about
before.
that. I don't care about that much. Like, especially because I have like the moving doors here.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that would be a bitch to soundproof. Yeah, DSLR incoming. Yes, there's gonna be a DSLR finally. Okay. What? Ask Felix about this?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, this is from like 2017. I got yelled at.
Oh my god, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
We're not looking at
It's
this,
like
dude.
2017.
It's
I
fucking
was a baby
cringe
boy.
shit. Ugh.
It's a baby boy.
Yeah, no, that's terrible. I did run the ad break, chatter. You're wrong. Okay, so what's your skincare routine? Let's talk about the real shit that people care about.
Okay, so skincare, everyone. I use First Aid Beauty cleanser. And then after that, I rub my face with Fresh Rose Toner. And then I use First Aid Beauty Eye Cream, First Aid Beauty Moisturizer. And that's honestly it. I do it twice a day.
Okay, cool. All right. I don't know what any of that means, but that's cool.
You don't have a skincare routine, Hasan?
No.
You look like you do.
I used to use body wash on my face until
You're such a man.
One of my exes said that that's like not good for you, and she had a really expensive, I think it's Aesop. She had like a really expensive like face cleanser thing, so I bought that. So now I use some Aesop thing.
Oh, got it.
And I just use that now for my face. And that's different from what I use for my body, but that's it. Get some Kiehl's? No, that still sucks. Like, I used to use that at Equinox when I used to go, and it wasn't good.
You were an Equinox, bro?
I used to work out at Equinox. Now I just train with a trainer.
Oh, when you were doing your
My Instagram thirst trap? Yeah.
Yes.
You still work out at Equinox?
Yeah, when I'm in New York, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I love it. I love it. I mean, it's like people were all mad at it because it was like the CEO was a Trump guy, but it's like it's the most expensive gym.
It's the most
like. What do you think that
they're
guy's
woke
like?
as fuck. They are
Also,
not
every CEO is a Trump guy. What CEO isn't a fucking Trump guy?
Lies.
It's like everyone does the thing that's bad. That's like one of my things.
Yeah.
It's hard to get an Olympic platform in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to like get like the wooden platform where you can drop them from above your head. They're the only place that has it.
Got it.
That's why I did it.
Fire.
Yeah. Okay, let's rate politicians. Let's see.
This is political commentators.
This is the
Politicians are not
hottest
hot, though.
hottest political commentators tier list. I think one of my fans made this because it's like fucking crazy, and you're not gonna know most of these people.
Media personalities, bro.
Yeah, these are like not great. You know what I mean? Like you probably not gonna know any of these people. This is like extremely online shit.
All right, everyone I know we
these
gotta put them on
people.
S.
Okay.
Your uncle came after me, by the way, and he was
For what?
so my fun gas price video. He was so serious about it.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
So hurt. Oh, this little bitch. Oh, privileged and this that. Fucking gas is up. Give it a break. Gosh.
Yeah, well, you know, like we quite literally voted for that, right? It was a ballot measure.
Yes, I know.
So okay, so like Democrats did actually vote for the
Vote,
gas prices to be higher, so we could get better roads and shit.
And are the roads better?
Somewhat,
No.
but no, you're right. I don't think they are overall. Oh wait, what do you think about California homelessness?
Fuck it.
What's your take on how do you think we should be dealing with a homelessness crisis?
I think leaving them in tents on the street or poo is not the way.
Yeah,
No,
we're in agreement there, but like,
Yeah.
what do you think is the alternative solution?
I don't know. Put them in a homeless shelter.
Well, homeless shelters suck. That we already have shelters, but they're dog shit for the most part.
I mean,
But would you be opposed? Would you be opposed to
housing and all this bullshit?
Mhm.
No.
So you're not opposed to
Well,
housing?
because we're building housing right now, and I actually had a friend who, I don't know if he's an architect or what, but he gave me the number on how much it is per unit, and it's more than some low-wage working-class Americans' units are. So no, I don't know what the solution is.
Wait, but
building.
But part of the reason why they
housing-
become homeless is quite literally that what you're talking about is that like it's really really unaffordable to have a house if you are a working class individual.
We're not free housing. No, then let's leave them on the streets.
You're not.
And you are not. No,
No,
you do not
no,
vote that. That's
but-
bullshit.
no, I'm
Fucking
not.
way.
No, but don't even. We're not going down that route.
Wait, why
That's
not?
For sure.
Why not? You don't think we
Because
should-
it's not. It won't just be homeless. That's not what you're proposing. You're about to go into free universal housing or something.
Yeah,
That's
why not? Why not?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
No, I don't want the. I don't want.
But
the government.
explain. You obviously have a point of view, but like, why?
Well, I mean, for a lot of the homeless we have in LA, I don't find this in other cities. It's more of a drug issue, more of a mental health issue, more of a different type of issue, and I don't.
That's because you're seeing like the final tier of homelessness. Most homeless people, 41% plus, I believe, depending on what study you're looking at, still have a job. But you don't see them as homeless. They're invisibly homeless, right? So they have insecure housing. Either they live on people's couches or they're couch surfing, or they live out of their cars and parking lots. And that's like the first tier of homelessness. And that the majority of, or if not every single homeless person's starting point is because they've been priced out of the housing market because rent keeps going up, regardless of whether wages are going up or not. Rent keeps going up. Landlords are fucking pieces of shit. They keep raising the rents. Homeless people or people no longer can afford rent, so they start living out of their cars and whatnot. Now that is insecure housing. That's really a traumatic experience overall. I'm sure you've never had to experience something like that where you're like, I don't know if I'll be able to fucking sleep with a shelter over my head, with a roof over my head tonight. It makes it harder.
Maybe.
Makes it harder for people to shower and all this like basic stuff that we take for granted. And that's a really traumatizing experience. Then you usually lose your job because you can't deal with like fucking being houseless and insecure and also keep up a job at the same time. So then you move on to the second tier where like you become a homeless person that like loses their car because they can't make the payments or whatever. And then you're living on the street. And that's when you start self-medicating by trying to fucking escape and deal with the trauma by doing drugs and a fuckload of other shit. And that's when you start doing the hard drugs.
You don't think some people become homeless because they're addicts and that fucks the rest of their life out?
Well, that's what people think is happening. But if you look at the actual studies, no. The real reason is because people are priced out of their housing market.
Just anecdotally, I've known a lot of pillheads in my life. All of them had houses. All of them lived in a place. But like, okay, like if you make someone... Even make them do it like a fucking year. Like a year of like living on the fucking street, like in and out of shelters, because like, yeah, they're unreliable, they're shitty, they're unfortunately like privately funded, and like most private charity is like of varying dependability. But like you make someone live outside where they're always looking over their fucking shoulder and always like making sure that no one's gonna call the cops on them, always making sure that like they're not noticed, but just trying to get enough to eat, trying to find a place to like wipe their ass, all these degrading things that like it wouldn't drive anyone crazy like a little bit, you know?
Maybe so for this proposed homelessness initiative of giving out free housing, do you have to pass a drug test in order to live there?
No, absolutely not. No, why? Who cares? Everybody,
can you just be there for free
forever? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're drug free, right? But that is not the commonplace. That's not common for like 90% of Americans. Like the only difference between the fucking person who's like who's living on the streets and like is addicted to heroin or whatever, and every fucking wine mom that watches MSNBC or Fox News, depending on what they believe in, that is like barred the fuck out in order to like forget how miserable their fucking existence is the fact that one has access to shelter and the other doesn't.
I don't meet these moms.
So I don't want to.
I don't.
You live in California. You fucking do.
You've met some Klonopin zombies and not realized it.
Yeah, 1,000%, dude. Are you kidding me? The 1,000-yard stare from like every mom that you've ever met at a function is barred the fuck out. Okay, straight up. So the point is like that. It doesn't matter. A housing first policy is actually quite successful in rehabilitating people because you're eliminating one of the largest insecurities that people have that makes it almost impossible for them to even try to go down the path of rehabilitation. So once you address that major need, right? Once you address that major need, all of a sudden they actually can go down the pathway of rehab and creating better and becoming productive workers again, if that's what people care about, you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, that's precisely why I believe in a housing first policy. And countries that do that are very successful. I mean, Red Vienna. Have you ever been to Austria?
I've never been, no.
So Vienna has 65% of Vienna housing is public housing. that the government built.
Yeah, I don't want to live in Vienna.
No, it's beautiful though.
Vienna's awesome.
Yeah,
Vienna's, like,
it's
looks
fucking
nicer
incredible. It's
than
one of the
most places in
nicest,
America.
one of the nicest fucking cities. I would love to live there.
Like, even just like you don't even have to like Park City, Utah, right? They made like government housing for homeless people, and it was an enormously successful policy. And like, if fiscal conservatism, if that's like your only angle, like I don't have to really give a shit about it, but like if you do, it ended up costing them a lot less money than just the current system of like, all right, we have the cops clear people out and we play whack-a-mole here. It was broadly successful. I don't know. Everyone should be in favor of it.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City too. I thought just Park City, Utah.
This is their public housing.
Dude.
It's fucking sick. It's so sick. Their affordable housing is like 65% of Vienna's housing units that are available are quite literally built by the government. They're super cheap. They're super affordable for people, and people want to live in those spaces. Like these are spaces that foster communities. These are spaces that have like fucking pools and gyms and shit like that. So you get like you actually are coexisting with other people. It's a wonderful system. That's I think it's brilliant. I wish we could have shit like this.
And like honestly, like we should want all people to feel the maximum amount of dignity and togetherness that is possible.
Yeah,
like this is it. This is it, man.
That?
Yeah.
So
that that the official government line isn't just like, all right, well, if you fuck up, you're gonna sleep outside.
And the worst part about it is like we have enough money to do this shit. That's the worst fucking part about it is that like the only reason why we don't do this shit is so that both liberal and Republican fucking rich like homeowners can continue using their fucking homes as an investment vehicle. And I say this as someone who's fucking living in a very nice house that I bought that I do not care for as an investment opportunity, but instead like shelter for me and my family. You know what I mean? I think it's really fucking stupid that we have to treat homeownership like an investment vehicle, and that's precisely why we can't ever do anything like public housing, because God forbid we have affordable housing units available to people, then everyone's home prices are going to go down, and oh no, we can't have that. We can't have that happen because no one wants to fucking live in their house for 30 years. Everyone wants to, move out and like move on to bigger and better things.
That's what's fun about our country.
But
it's not fun for that many people anymore. We have less social mobility than Europe.
Yeah.
We're like
it has decreased a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Europe's beating us in that. The place like we're more.
Can you imagine getting cucked by those freaking Europeans, dude?
Lose to Europeans?
Bullshit, dude.
They only just got rid of their monarchs. Some haven't even done it yet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like England still has the fucking queen, you know what I mean?
That's why
I know, fuck that. I can't imagine.
No. That's why I want to nationalize our healthcare. They get to have that one over us. Fuck that.
Like, look, one of my moderators is quite literally Belgian, okay? Doesn't even have a government, and he's saying, get fucked right now. You want to get owned by Belgians? Like, not even a real country, and is able to make fun of Americans on that front. Last time you had Felix on, y'all said there's no difference between Austria and Germany, and now you hype up Vienna. What the fuck? Oh my god.
There's no difference.
There's no difference.
Yeah,
it's the same.
place.
Okay? It's the same place.
Same shit.
You're the same people. Straight up.
No one can make an argument for why they're not the same.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Just merge it into one country.
Yeah. They should just all be states. Like fuck it.
Yeah. Germany should annex Austria.
I mean, everyone just gets mad at that idea because of the last guy who did it. What if a man who was nice did it?
Yeah, exactly.
What if the Hitler of being nice did it?
Yeah. He was the Hitler of being nice.
If the Hitler of being nice did that,
yeah,
everyone chew on that idea.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway. He's not wrong. You're too afraid of new ideas. Wait, what the fuck? Bubba! I don't know what my dad did, but he's got the fire alarm going off right now, okay? I don't know what he did, but he just, it's not Felix. He was cooking something, and he's got the fire alarm going on.
Okay, I'll entertain
you.
y'all.
You can entertain him and talk to them.
Hey, everyone. Okay, what are we gonna talk about? Oh my gosh, the chat so. Do you hear them speaking Turkish? Literally ship me to Turkey right now. So hot. Turkish people. Anyways, what are we gonna talk about? Should I sit in his chair? Wait, I was dying to go on his story and do the I'm live and alive. So let me do my best impression since I didn't get to do it on his story. Hey folks, I'm live and alive. And we have a lot of good stuff coming on today, MasterChef, and a couple other things. So hop in the stream and... and don't be mean to white people. Okay, was that a good impression? Someone said yes, it was a good impression. What's another one? I
love living with my parents. It's wonderful, wonderful experience.
Do they move
overall.
in with you? Do they live with you?
They do throughout the year. They come in and stay with me for
a few weeks.
Not a few weeks, no, a couple months. Okay. Wait, what were you? Were you pretending to be me?
I did you, yeah. I did
okay.
your live and alive.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, where the fuck were we? What else were we gonna talk about? My dad, he was just cooking something, and he.
I'm against smoke alarms. They like take more lives than they save. I hate them.
There was another thing that we were gonna talk about. Fuck, I can't.